Da-da! Da-da, 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 da-da. I'm here. I'm here. Jason Ewing, what's up? Smashing that bass, what's up? Yo. It's a Saturday and I was in my chill mode, yo. My chill mode. Let me put my hat on. I don't want to show my balding too much. Put my hat on. Put my scully on. You know what I mean? I don't want to show my balding too much. You know what I mean? Hey, Shanna, what's up? Yeah, I had to put my scully on. I got my Jason Ewing scully on, that camo fatigue, my Jason Ewing joint. You know what I mean? Go with my urban camo plaid. You know what I mean? I ain't doing no push-ups. I ain't doing no push-ups, baby. I'm just sitting here trying to get my life together. You know? All I hear is buckets. What y'all up to, man? What y'all up to? Yeah, I gotta rock this camo. You know what I mean? What y'all been up to, man? It's all good. It's all good. I got a mess up in the shop today. We're gonna do a giveaway. Seen one of these? I think this was one of the a really good buy. You know what I mean? This here is what they dub the ultimate knife. You get this from Target for like $50. This is the ultimate survival knife. You know what I mean? Shit is fire. So you pull it out. You know what I mean? Shit is fire. You got the whistle. Shit got the whistle. The shit is all right. You know what I mean? You do all kinds of shit with this. You got the what you call this shit here? Let me put this away here. What you call this shit here? What's this shit called? Damn, I just dropped the motherfucker. What's this shit right here called? You know what I mean? You take it and you put it on a knife, right? And you spark. You know what I mean? What that's called? What's that called? What's that called? You know what I mean? Smashing that bass. No, this is like $50 at Target. You know what I mean? This ain't a prepper tool. Ultimate survivor knife, man. You know what I mean? This shit is dope. The reason why I like this so much, right? Look at this. Look at this. Right? The reason why I like this so much, because y'all know what this is, right? This here is a Gerber strong arm. You know what I mean? Gerber strong arm. Hit this. Look at that. You know what I mean? They kind of flex right together. But I like this. You know the reason why I like this one? Because of this. This shit right here. You see these two holes? You can wrap this shit up and make a spear out of this motherfucker. You know what I mean? In case you want to throw some shit. But yeah, man. I've been spending a couple of days looking at knives and shit. Right? Been spending a couple of days looking at some knives. You know what I mean? Cat need a couple of more tools in his toolbox. Yeah. This here is Gerber strong arm. I got this from my man Kick Up Dust. You know what I mean? See the pummel? This shit is break glass type pummel and shit. Y'all see that shit? This here got a pummel. It's a more of a flat pummel. But this shit is too tactical for me. You know what I mean? For the everyday carry. So what I usually carry on a daily basis is this. Ta-da! This is what I usually rock with on the EDC. You know what I mean? Ta-da! Now look at that. You know what I mean? Look at that. This is that one, that Gerber, and this is this. You know what I mean? See, that shit got blood stains on it from cutting my goddamn self. But yeah, but this is pretty. This is what I usually carry every single day. You know what I mean? This is more of a stabbing tool, but it slices pretty well too. You feel me? It slices pretty well too. You know, this is like, I think these are running like 80 to 100. This was 50. You know what I mean? This shit right here, $20 at Home Depot. You know what I mean? Goes an insulation knife. You know what I mean? This is some dope stuff. I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, somebody could comment. How was everybody week, man? Mine was good. I like this shit because it's like blow the whistle on your ass. Get you niggas say some shit. You know what I mean? No, there ain't no goddamn husky. This is a, you know what I mean? You know, this is Milwaukee, yay. You know what I mean? Milwaukee, yay. You know, this is that. I know my man Skilly be opening up his live with his EDC and shit, but this is what I carry on a daily day. He even got my blood on it from poking myself and cutting myself with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is this shit sharper than a bitch. I'll be pulling it out, putting it down, picking it back up, and end up cutting my damn self. You know what I mean? But this is, you know, as far as survival, for the, you know, couple of dollars that this costs, this is a remake of, it's Chinesium. If you compare it to the you know, the strong arm, the metal is different. It even sound different. You know what I mean? But for real, for what you need the shit to do, it does a damn thing, and it's half the goddamn price. You know what I mean? And I like it better. This is a remake of the Bear Grylls, the Bear Grylls knife, the Gerber Bear Grylls collaboration and shit. I would love for somebody to do some collaboration with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is I've been on my knife shit lately, man. I was looking at a knife with Smashing That Bass yesterday, and it was a anybody heard of the Buckmaster 84? That shit had me bugging. I'm gonna drop the link. Copy. Put that there. I'm gonna go to paste. Yeah, I got a slow ass computer. Paste. Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost signal. I lost the signal. There you go. I was having some technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I was having some technical difficulties. I think I was on the fucking computer logs on to the wrong network. So I got different networks in the house. So apparently this shit logs onto the closest one. The closest network that close to me right now is the front door lock. Is the for the security. So it logs onto that network. I don't even know why I put it on, why I let it access that shit. Anyway, I dropped the fucking link, man. Y'all come on. Click that link and keep me company. Yeah, we talk about this new channel. Which one you said was dope, Bass? This one? This is the EDC? Said this one was dope? Or did you say this one? You know what I mean? Which one? Yeah, I got a mesh. I got like a couple of them, man, but they're not bridged. But this one? You know what I mean? Yeah, I got the message. What's up, Walt E? What's good? Somebody jump in here and keep me company. Before I call Zeze in here to come tear some shit up. You know what I mean? Which one? This one, right? The tan one. Yeah, I figured you were like, yo, smashing that badge is a bougie ass motherfucker. He always liked the more expensive one, man. But I'm telling you, this shit right here, I got this from Kicking Up Dust. You know what I mean? My man showed me some love. This is a strong arm. This goes like 80 to 100. You know what I mean? Let this cigar smoking ass nigga in here. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, come on, man. Why you gotta come at me like that, baby?
Oh,
What's up?
cigar smoking ass. What's up, man? How you
Not
feeling?
much, man. I'm feeling fine, man. You know that was a husky.
This ain't no fucking husky, man. This is a husky, man. This is a husky. You know what this is? This is a husky. You know what this husky is for? Because I don't walk around. I can't run around with mad tools in my gun bag. You know what I mean? So this shit go to the range because it got every size I need. You know what I mean?
True that. True that.
This is here's a Torx, the Husky Torx set. But I keep this, you know, in my gun bag in case I need to tighten some shit up real quick. But my shit usually tight or take something off or something like that. But yeah,
Hey, you gotta have the proper tools to make those adjustments, man.
yeah, this is emergency tool. This ain't a proper tool. This emergency shit go in the bag. Your shit should be running before you get out there.
That's true, man. But shit breaks down, man. That's why I got roadside systems.
If it break down, it break down. But the main thing, man, when you got cheap ass guns like me, man, you gotta, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Those palmettos, them shits run, man, but ain't no guarantee the motherfucking those rails gonna stay on, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's that's one of those things, and like we say, when we get into the channel, and it's not so much as the cost of your system, it's how you maintain your system.
Yeah, that's fact.
It's just like some of the simple things. Once you get things placed, put a little dab of blue Loctite on it. Hey, let it cure. It'll hold.
Yeah, that blue Loctite is not resistant to heat. So
but I mean,
as that damn heat up, all I'm saying is when that damn gun start heating up, and you know what I mean, those rail screws ain't up the 100%. The motherfuckers is not Geisley, and they don't have a locking mechanism on it, huh?
So here's the thing about that, man. Hey, proper torque specs and a little bit of Loctite, and this is coming from a dude that lost a fucking red dot sight out on the range running and gunning because my lazy dumbass didn't Loctite it down, was shooting it. It was a little loose. I'll get it next time. Nope, they got me. So
yeah, that shit happened to me before too. So I was fucking with. Let me tell you this, man. I was fucking with the gas gun, right? It's Tavor. This back in the days, man. So just messing with it. So this gun has 4 gas settings, and I ain't know nothing about no goddamn gas adjustable gas pistons. So I get the thing, I'm fucking with it, shooting mad ammo and shit. So I was like, I was testing different ammo. So I was just like, all right. So I got subsonic 308. I'm gonna test that. We're gonna throw this on this setting. And I got the dirty ass wolf stainless steel shit. I'm gonna test this on this setting, right? I was clocking that damn thing so much that I didn't put the damn thing, the piston in proper position. Do you know the motherfucking piston shot the fuck out? The piston rod shot out with the, I got the piston, but the piston rod shot the hell out. I can't hear you, Joe. Anyway, he got technical difficulties too. Patrick Irie, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? Yo, so what y'all want to see about with the new channel, man? Tell me what are your expectations? You know what I mean? I want to hear. This is a channel for the people, by the people. You know what I mean? Let me add this man to the stage. I just want to see the people what they want to see with the channel, with the new channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sitting on the phone, man. So as the phone rings, it'll kick me out. But yeah, and that's a good question. You know, hey, what do you guys want to see? You know, and we're going to bring it to God's honest truth, an unbiased opinion. This is what it is. You make the choice. Like my man used to say back in the day, you can get with this or you can get with that.
Oh, you can get on engine number 9 with me. Word up. What y'all want to see though? For real, man. I dropped the link up there. Y'all scroll up a little bit. Y'all could probably have it. You know what I mean? I'll drop it again. If y'all want to come in, anybody come in, tell me, because I'm looking forward to it, man. Yo, it's so exciting, and we on the phone regularly, and we just like, yeah, it's so much shit, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there thinking, I was talking to Joe Bob a little while ago, man. It's so much stuff, you know what I mean, that we talk about that we want to share with everybody else. And I really want to know. It's so much. You can't talk about everything. You know what I mean? So I just want to know what y'all want to see. What do y'all want to see with the new channel? You know what I mean? Because whatever y'all want to see, we can bring it in more. You know, from a lot of different angles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, not going to be too technical because everyone doesn't need to know or doesn't want to know what the fucking barrel pressure is and all that. If you just want to know, does that thing work and is it effective? We're going to give that to you too.
But and it's gonna be like, you know, you want to know about these things because smashing that bass is like the expensive thing. You know what I mean? They both Gerber. You know what I mean? They both Gerber knives. They both relatively inexpensive. This is like 80 to 100. This is like $40. But I like this. It's Chinese. It doesn't say made in the USA and all of this shit, right? But I really like this damn knife, man. But the knife I like was like this knife. They made it for the Navy SEALs. It's called a Buckmaster 84. That shit look hard, man. It probably don't have any practical application whatsoever. That shit like the Batman knife. You tie the damn thing and it's like a grappling hook. I seen that shit. I went 8, yo. I went online. Me and my man Smashing That Bass was looking online. That shit was like used $700.
Yeah, because they don't make them anymore, man.
The knockoff.
Exclusivity and demand drives price.
So I looked and seen that last year at SHOT Show. Speaking of SHOT Show, last year at SHOT Show, they introduced a new version, the upgraded version of that same knife. But they called it the 2.0 or some bullshit, right? I went and looked online for that shit. That shit was $600. I'm like, damn, for a buck knife? Yeah.
And that's just like the comment I put in there, man.
Yo,
You'll
this
go
is the
broke quicker
right
buying knives than you will buying guns.
Yo, this is the practical knife right here, man. I be in DC. DC, you ain't supposed to have a 5-inch blade. You ain't supposed to have like a 4-inch blade. You know what I mean? This is like a 6.5, right? You can't have a 4-inch blade in DC. So I'll be at work and shit. So this damn lady cop gonna be like, he's like, well, that's a mighty long blade you got. You know the ordinance. I said, yeah, you know this damn work too. I gotta work shit. And she started laughing. I was like, yo, she was just saying, sometimes them lady cops be saying shit to flirt with you because they lonely and shit.
She was hitting on you, man.
Yeah, that's
she wanted you to be Lil Wayne, Mrs. Officer.
She was an older lady, you know what I mean? It wasn't one of these, these little young tenderoni. She was an older lady, like a little cap. She had a little cap and shit on,
Hey man, older ladies will put it on you, man.
She was hitting on me, man. But I was like, yeah, she just wanted something to say. She just wanted
to put it on you, man. She gonna put it on you.
But yo, Coy, what up, baby? CNT, what up? I dropped the link, man. Let me know, man. Come on here and let's talk about it. Tell me what y'all want to see on this channel, on our new channel coming up, man. Because that shit, believe it or not, is coming faster than you think. For real. We coming. We like the Jungle Brothers out here. We coming. So I want to know, some of the things, you guys, our, greatest supporters, you know what I mean? And we wouldn't even, even thought of this stuff if it wasn't for you guys. And we want to bring something new and different to you guys, So we want to know, we don't want to be misled and like, we bringing something that y'all really don't want to see. So we want to bring, you know what I mean?
Coop, what's up?
What's up, Coop? What up? Walt E, Jason, Shanna. Let us know, man. I don't see nobody talking.
Hey, Jason, I figure you would like the K-bars.
Damn. K-bar is some Canadian damn knife, man. What they call Ontario Ford?
Actually, our Ontario Knife Company makes some great knives. The K-bars is the knives that they issue out to Marine Corps. Great knives, man. They spend a lot of people.
Oriental, they made them.
Ontario Knife. Yeah, Ontario, Kershaw, and I think there's another company, but by far the Ontario knives K-bar are like the more collectible ones. Got that good blood groove in it.
Yeah, man. Listen, this shit work. Look at that blood groove, boy. But you know what? This motherfucker here got blood on it. This my blood. This my blood. You know what I mean? This bitch so sharp. I just use this for opening envelopes and shit. Opening my Amazon packages and shit. But yeah, I usually have this on a regular, on a daily basis. You know what I mean?
Hey, Coop, just chilling, man. Just trying to stay dry and burn the stick. One of the last few freedoms we got left.
Yeah, you got the right to kill your goddamn self. Smoking and coking and shit. Everything we eat is fucking poison. You know what I mean? You can't even be on no damn dietary law. Because everything you eat is poison. So I'm gonna consume the poisons that they tell me not to consume because it might be the thing that's good for you. Everything these people tell me, I'm doing the damn opposite. You know what I mean? Everything they say, I'm doing the opposite. Yeah, but I like this, man. For $29, for $30, almost $40, the Target special, the Gerber joint. This shit is all right. It's absolutely practical for an emergency situation. You know what I mean? It's absolutely practical for emergency
situation. Have you ever messed with any of the SOG knives, the SOG knives?
They make trap. I don't like them.
Fixed blades, auto folders.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Why not, man?
I think they overpriced. I think when they overpriced, they multi-tools fall apart, so they ain't even in the damn league. But I SOG knives are all right. The ones that they make for throwing and shit.
Yeah.
And the ones they show on TV, I don't know how practical that shit is, because if you can't beat a motherfucker with your hand putting a knife in between your knuckles, that shit ain't going to work. That shit look cute though. But I'm talking about as far
they got the tomahawks and shit, man. I figure, if you chase someone with a tomahawk, they must have pissed you off.
The Tomahawk that I like, right? And I was looking at those too. 511 operators Tomahawk. That's that heat.
Man, that's that bullshit, man. Name one operator that carries a tomahawk. Actually, I
Nah,
can
you
name
don't have,
five.
it's not a matter of the operator. The operators don't need a damn Tomahawk because they got helicopters and shit to pick them up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, hey, so actually, believe it or not, man, uh, one of the squadrons in the SEAL teams, that was like their standard issue, man. They roll out in Iraq and Afghanistan with tomahawks. There's actually some fucking confirmed AER kills with dudes smashing motherfucking head in with a fucking tomahawk because they got down to the, it was getting nice with the hands.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got
So
fucking beat to
yeah,
death with a tomahawk.
it was actually one of those guys that came up with the 511 concept. He took it off of one of the insurgents in Afghanistan, and he liked it, so he carried it around with him. It had looked like a little prod bar on top, and that's why he came back. And everybody
Yeah,
you be over in that box thinking, man, you got all the ideas in the damn world. Can't wait to get back to spread them. So I guess he came back and sold that shit to 511.
yeah, he made some money off of it.
He had to make some.
But no, but like, yeah, but like, no bullshit, man. One of the dudes actually uh, dispatched the guy, unlived him, whatever the fuck we gotta say now, back in the early days of the war with a tomahawk. Because from my understanding, he he entered into a room, he got shot in his gun, and it went down, and it was just quicker to go fucking hands on kinetic, and he beat the
Mhm.
fuck out of this dude, man.
That's
And
why
there's a
you
guy
gotta
in
have
fifth.
one of these, man.
There's a guy in fifth group. He did the same thing. He got Silver Star. He beat three dudes down, man. He whooped that ass. If you thought
Yo,
Della Reese was whooping Quick's ass, yeah,
yo, how many? I know everybody got their straps, but you know what I mean. And you might not. And some people might not be very good with their hands, but you know what I mean. How many people ever thought of taking up knife skills? You know what I mean. How many people ever thought of just using these, man? You know what I mean? Everything in your vicinity is a weapon for your defense, man. If ain't no
and
goddamn
then
gun, what you gonna do? Surrender?
yeah, then also speaking about that, there's a lot of other viable options for your. And I'm gonna say this. And I hate to say this, but like you're less than lethal. You got God damn it, the sticks, not the nightsticks, but the extended sticks and shit. The
The baton,
batons. Yeah, and
batons.
you'll beat the fuck out of someone. You got slapsticks. You have
Everything
pepper
is a
spray.
baton. This is a
Yep,
baton. The camera damn thing.
yep,
This is a
yep,
baton.
yep.
This right here. This is a baton. John Wick killed the nigga with the pen, right? Or with a pencil. This is a
Yeah, man. But we ain't no John Wicks, man.
nah. This is a baton, man. Zadie cut herself up with the damn cell phone, man. We was getting glass out of her hand for damn. The thing, the impact thing for the cell phone.
Yeah,
Zadie peeled the daggone thing off, right? Zadie peeled the thing off and broke it, but it shattered. The tempered glass shattered, and it took us forever to get that damn glass out of her hand. That little stupid splinter shreds. You say, where do you get knife skills? Where do you get gun skills? You got to, you either got to practice, take a class, read a book or something, at the same place. You know what I mean? Get some training. You know what I mean? Get some training.
hey,
Stick
Scrap
skills.
House Customs, man. I agree with you on that about the marketing for the military names and everything else. And that's actually a good statement, man. If you look at Daniel Defense, like a lot of their marketing campaigns, and it got them in trouble. There's some lawsuits against them. They said, they target that 18 to 35 age demographics of males that want to be like the military and everything else. So it was targeted. Hey, the campaign works. But again, I'll sit down here and say, hey, this is, mil spec, mil standard. This is used by SOCOM. This is used on a space shuttle, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, I got to get one." And one of the problems is that the average person, even an above average person, is not going to run that system to meet those standards or to even get close to the capabilities of what those systems can do. We'll sit down here, we'll do stupid shit like, oh no, let's drop it off out a 3-story window. That's bullshit. But
Yo,
we do buy it because they say that it was used by the military or used by LAPD. It's a duty approved, whatever, whatever, whatever. Yeah, get what you like, run that shit, and make sure that it suits your needs.
yeah, man.
Because a lot of that stuff, it has us spending a whole bunch of money for stuff that we may or may not need. We're spending money on capabilities that we're never going to utilize, and that's a fact. Um, Realistically, how many of us in this chat and in this space is going to have a requirement to shoot, a dislodged bullet from the barrel and still maintain, one MOA of accuracy?
None of us.
So
Not me.
we're spending all that money for that stuff. I'm not saying go bare bones, but don't get bullied into spending additional money that, one, you can't afford to spend, right? And two, you're not going to utilize all those capabilities of it. I mean, it's a waste. You can spend some of that money on ammo. You can spend, like Armel said, you can spend that money on taking a class to learn how to fight with knives and fight with edged weapons. Because it's not only a knife, you can fight with other edged weapons. Um, Take a
Batons.
combatives class. Yeah, take a combatives class. BJJ. How many of us? When was the last time any of us got into a fist fight? When was the last time any of us had a fight that went to the ground? And your ground game needs to be strong.
Yo, I
Ground
didn't
game
get
needs
into
to be
this fight
real
where I had
strong.
to hit back, right? But I got fucked up, man. Cass be fucking me up, man. That shit was the other day. She fucked me up, right? She be going like this. She be throwing herself at me, man. And I be running and shit. Yo, I'm the dopest 52 blocker you ever seen. I be like this. Of course. Yo, I'm the dope. I'm dope as hell, boy. I'll be like this. I can block my ass off, yo. I ain't got to hit. I just block it. I just block it. I block and move. You know what I mean?
So those are some of the serious considerations. That, I've done it. I've got caught up in a hype of wearing. I gotta get a 511 shirt because this is like the latest and greatest and everything else, man. To be honest with you, Dickies will do just fine.
I don't know about that, Joe. Yo, but for real,
why not, man?
I was sucking. I was actually doing some reading. You know what I mean, on these dope ass high speed low drags because motherfucker was telling me that $300 crop precision plants. So
hey, how you doing, Siege?
Back in Vietnam, I was reading. You know what I mean, that those high speed boys they wore dungarees. Levi 501.
The SEAL teams wore Levi 501. So, and speaking of that, right, the units to call them roughs, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There is a need and a reason for your Cry Precision aviator gear and everything else. But again, I don't know how many of us is going to be. How many of us is going to be in an aircraft that might go down and catch on fire, where I need to spend the money for self-extinguishing, no flame, fire retardant gear? Not many of us, right? So again, I can go to Rural King, I can go to Tractor Supply Company, I can go to Target and get regular denim blue jeans and everything else and rock out. Now, what you are giving up is the capacity for pockets, purpose-made pockets, handcuff keys, magazine pockets, all that other shit, you know. But again, like how many of us are operating? How many of us need to carry 4 or 5 magazines in our fucking pockets?
How many I'm just talking to the audience. How many magazines? This is for real, right? On our everyday carry, because I see the Instagram dudes, and I ain't dissing nobody, everybody. And my man Ryan beats me in the head. My man Smashing That Bass beats me in my head almost every day about this. You never know. Yeah, nigga, I never know. All right. How many of y'all is like you're rocking your EDC, right? Whatever you carry it, you know what I mean? I'll be rocking the CZ. I'll be seeing those boys on, and we ain't in a holster. They got they EDC, and they got the extra mag and all of this shit, right? I was like, motherfucking, EDC got like 15 rounds, man. You want to reload? I was like, yo, they teaching some killer shit out here. Because I don't think, I can't imagine a situation, and I ain't talking about war zone situation. I can't imagine a situation where I'm at threat, neutralizing that threat, and then have to reload to go at it some more. I can't even picture that situation unless I'm just blowing bullets down and I don't have no designated fucking target.
Yeah. Well, can I speak to that real quick?
Speak to that, Joe.
Yeah. So and again, by no means is this the end all, the be all, and everything else. Like me, I would recommend your EDC and two spare mags because one, you don't want to get into a prolonged shootout, right? If you look at the FBI statistics, the average shootout is the average exchange of gunfire is 3 to 5 rounds in under 7 yards, and that means that some of them went 1 round and some of them went 100. And let's throw out the outliers. Let's throw out the let's throw out the shootings and the mass shootings with the Dracos and all that other bullshit where they're just dumping rounds, right?
Right.
And we're just talking about someone walks into a store or a mall or someone sticking something up and a citizen responds with 2 or 3 shots and everything else, right? So when you start looking at those numbers, I would think that again, one magazine in your EDC and maybe two backups because you don't want to stay in that prolonged firefight. We're just not cut out for that shit, right? Two, when you start
I
carrying,
think one is too much. Two is overkill.
uh,
I can't even imagine a situation.
see, Armel. So here's the deal right here, right? If you get engaged, so where I'm at now, guy walks in, someone walks in and tries to stick this joint up. One, he made a very bad decision because everyone in here except for me is carrying a fucking gun at least, right? Now the problem with that is everyone we do a lot of one-way range practicing, right? A lot of us are standing static shooting at paper targets. Two things about that: paper targets don't shoot back, and you're not moving your feet. So the whole dynamics of getting into a gunfight or getting into a self-defense situation is vastly different than when I go to the range and I shoot static and everything else.
But that
So
static
that's
thing
another
is the basics. That's the fundamentals.
that's the fundamentals that you got to build on. But now also have to take into consideration shit. We're not always going to hit, the target with a lethal shot with 1 round. You have very few one hit quitters out there, right? Even your units, even your boys, LAPD, FBI, HRT, U.S. Marshal, Fugitive Recovery, all those guys, they practice failure drills, they practice putting multiple shots on targets and everything else. And again, if you live in one of those capacity restricted states where you're restricted to 10 rounds, right? If you got, let's say, one assailant, your first shot you cracked off, it didn't go where you intended, right? And now you're shooting to neutralize the threat. You might blow through 10 rounds. There's no guarantee you're going to hit. There's no guarantee that your rounds are going to be effective on target. There's a wide proliferation of body armor out there, right? So you have to encounter that. That's why I say one magazine, your EDC, maybe two backup spare mags. And then what that does is, I'm not getting weighted down by all this shit, right? Bullets get heavy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I can't imagine a situation. Boom. Mogadishu drill, right? Boom, boom, boom. 3 shots, 3 yards, 3 seconds. Point blank. right? That motherfucker ain't down. 3 more shots. You know, I got 15. I do that shit how many times?
Yeah, but see, Armel,
I'm looking at close range engagement. I ain't talking about a motherfucker running towards me because
Armel.
that motherfucker running towards me, I'm making distance.
So check this out, right? Remember, all ammunition is not created equal, right? I can pull up. I'll send you a video where there's a officer involved
That's
shooting.
true too.
He
That's true
he
too.
he shot a guy, and this guy just kept on coming. He mag dumped on him, and the guy finally went down. So let's just take that in consideration, right? There's a shooting probably about 2 months ago where an 11-year-old kid called the cops because his mother told him to call the cops. Cops showed up and shot him twice, damn near point blank range, and the kid got up and still lived. Yeah, he went to the hospital. Now let's take that on a guy that's my size or bigger that's hopped up on PCP or is just totally fucked up that don't want to quit. And I fucked around. I'm not carrying proper defensive ammunition, or I didn't get a anatomically significant hit on the target. I shot him in the fucking leg or some shit like that. I missed because I was scared. Right? There's a report of one of the Brownsville shootings down in Texas back in the 90s. SF guy was sitting in the spider hole doing a counter narcotics mission. Mule walked up on him. SF dude emptied the whole fucking 30 round magazine on him. And you know what he told the fucking prosecutor in Texas, the attorney general? He said, "You're SF. Why'd you shoot so many times?" He said, "I was scared because I didn't know who else was out there." Right? The guy didn't go down. And we watch a lot of these movies where a 9mm is going to blow your lung out, or if you shoot a guy in the chest, he's going to fly up in the air 8 fucking feet. That shit ain't real life.
Understood, right? Understood. It's not real life. In all reality, right? Are you shooting this nigga and waiting to see what happened? You know,
Hey, Fish, what's up?
Fish, what up, bro? Yeah, are you shooting this cat and waiting to see what happened?
Yeah, so the whole
I'm busting a nigga and I'm blue, bro.
Yeah, so and that's a technique. I highly advocate that. Hey man, as
Yo,
everyone says, get off the X. Right? Get off the X and shit,
I'm
right?
busting this nigga and moving. You know what I mean? I'm the fuck up.
So Armel, you have to take that in consideration. So where I'm at now, if someone comes in, I can haul my ass out around the side, left, right, or to the back. I got multiple egress points. Once I go inside, the only way I can egress is through the threat. So you have to take that in consideration. And you might be in a situation where it's more than 2 people. Because remember now, a lot of these people are becoming a little bit more sophisticated. Gone are the days where it's one stick up dude walking in there saying, "Hey, give me your money," to the cashier behind the cash register. Now you got multiple guys doing this and doing that. So you have to gauge and make a balance, right? I can't walk around here with a fucking machine gun. I can't walk around here with a 249 saw, right? So I have to make that balance as to, all right, this is happening. I'm going to the spot because they got good food down here, but motherfuckers be wild. So yeah, I need to carry a bigger gun with more ammo. That goes back to the thing too, right? This notion of perceived stopping power and
Nah, we ain't gonna get into that shit.
and that's a whole nother fucking motherfuckers gonna get their fucking feelings hurt on that one.
For those who don't know, right? This is how this shit works, right? This is just
Ray.
This shit ain't no Einstein shit. This is the world according to Armel. You can agree, disagree. You can agree, disagree, and you can call me bullshit, but just tell me to my face because I like, I like to see other perspectives. But this is the shit, right? An individual threat, right? If it's one person, that's something personal, right? If it's 2 people, it's kind of like a scheming thing. They up to some shit. But a 3 people threat, you know what I mean? It usually takes a hitter, the hype man, and a done it motherfucker. The motherfucker that's just standing there. You know what I mean? This is what a threat looks like. The real threat looks like three niggas, right? Yo, this is yo. You could argue
Armel, hey, you gonna give him that belly shit, man. Armel
this
gonna give him that belly
ain't,
shit.
this ain't no belly shit. This shit is real life, bro. If it's an individual, if it's a one-on-one threat, that shit personal. And a nigga hungry, and you might as well just give it up because he only want what he want. You know what I mean? He ain't out to really. He out to get you for something. You know what I mean? You fucked his wife. You done did some dumb shit. You robbed them. It's personal. Ain't nobody coming after you. Or he hungry and he gotta get his food. You know what I mean? Get high or whatever his food of choice is. That one person is personal. The two person is scheming. It's like, yo, look at that motherfucker. It's one motherfucker talking to the other motherfucker. You know what I mean? But only one.
They're gonna get a lick, man. They're gonna get a lick. They're gonna come up. There's one.
Only one
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
one guy. Yeah, it's one guy holding the gun, the other guy running your pockets.
Yeah, that's but the three.
The three. Three dudes. They robbing the fucking. They robbing the spot because it's a drop spot. The motherfuckers they ain't for no candy.
Man. Nah. Yeah, them African soldiers. You know what I mean? But that's some done it shit. So three man. You got the hitter the same way if you got the two, right? You got the motherfucker, the instigator that's just scheming out everything, and then you got that done it nigga that just kind of like on the side, like he don't have nothing to do with anything. He that motherfucker that like I don't know. You know what I mean? He ain't for sure, but he's just there. You know what I mean? And that's that nigga that when the shit go down, when that nigga get dead, he gonna tell the whole story. That's the motherfucker. You need his ass to exonerate you. So you might not want to kill everybody. You need that done it nigga you need that done it nigga to motherfucking exonerate. Like, yeah, we was gonna come up on that motherfucker and the shit just went left.
It went left.
We ain't have enough fire.
Hey, you need that guy with two strikes and shit.
Yeah, but seriously, on both sides of the gun a lot of times in life. That's what the shit look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And again, you know,
like. In real life, I ain't talking about in warfare. I'm talking about it every day. Civilian going to the gas station. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, and then again, you know, it's never going to be the same because, you know, I'm going to go here and go get some gas in the car and everything else, right? And you know, someone can get the drop on me while I'm pumping my gas. And you know, is it one, is it two, or it's just like, hey man, it's yours and shit. You know, I like the car, but I ain't married to that motherfucker. You can have it. You know, and you have to make that determination and everything else. And sometimes just because you're holding, you strapped up, it might not be your time. You know, you have to wait for you have to give them that purposeful compliance so you can see when it's your time to strike if you have a move. Sometimes you don't even have a play, man. You know, the motherfucker talk about, hey, everyone put their hands on the table. You know, unless you got a midget up under your hat, one of the Evans midgets from I'm going to get you, sucker. Hey, you chalk that shit up to the game. You know? You want to gamble? Hey, you want to gamble? Go to the casino.
What Ray talking about? I'm calling me out. I'm calling him out. I don't know what the hell he talking about. Yo, come your behind on in here, Ray. I'll drop the link. Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's a pattern, man. This shit's damn near profiling, man. Criminology, yeah. Social engineering, bro. Let me just tell people, man. Social engineering, right, is a real thing. There's people that's their fucking profession. You know what I mean? To get people to do a lot of fucking different things that they don't even know they're doing. To get people to get things that they don't even want or need. You know, marketing and advertising is an aspect of it. You know what I mean? That's just a subcategory. But social engineering is a real fucking thing, right? And the law enforcement and criminal justice, and Ray could probably tell you a lot about this. You don't think the cop, you know what I mean? No, if you're investigating a crime, this and this had to happen in order for this to happen. So they look for the commonalities, or they build a profile, right? They build their case. You see what I'm saying? And shit don't happen out of thin air. There has to be certain variables. 1 + 1 has to equal 2. Point blank. This shit ain't no damn rocket science. You know what I mean? This shit. So being that 1 + 1 is 2, right? And I'm screwing this dude's girl or his wife, and he found out, and it's a 1, and I see this dude coming. Am I supposed to stand there and say what's up to this nigga, and he got a look on his face? I'm supposed to get the fuck up out of there. You know, nah, man, I ain't doing that. No, get the fuck up out of there. That's threat number 1. Threat number 2. I'm pulling up at the gas station. I'm coming out the gas station. I see homeboy and his sidekick. I see Batman and Robin and them. They talking, looking at me. That means I need to move a little fucking faster and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Because them two scheming. Scenario number 3. I see number 1 and the 2 others together. That shit is triple threat, triple trouble. You know what I mean? That's when the shit get racked. Because I don't do that one in the head stuff. And we probably talk about that in a whole nother conversation. But I'm getting the fuck up out of here. My move is to evade, conceal, try to make myself small and invisible, and cover and run. You know, get the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? But that's just, you know what I mean? That's just Armel. Y'all could agree with me. Y'all could disagree with me.
So
whatever, man.
So to speak to what you just said about evading, man, that is by far probably the best advice that you can give someone, is because no one wants to get into a gunfight. No one wants to get into a street fight or whatever, right? You know, and again, it goes back to everyone always says, you know,
that's a lot, Joe. A lot of niggas out here want to get into a gunfight. Motherfuckers carry guns. That's why they doing these special operator police SWAT team training out here. And these SWAT team, training is the new hustle. These SWAT teams pay more. The training, be a firearms trainer for this tactical shit, pay more than being a police department SWAT team. They quitting that shit. This shit.
But like this, Armel, your average citizen really doesn't want to get into a confrontation. They might think they do, but you know they really don't, because again, like they used to say, nothing good happens after midnight. And my response used to be, you just don't know where to go. All right, you don't fucking know where to go. And like you said, you walk to a gas station. If you have any street smarts or you've been around, you know when something's out of place or it doesn't feel right. If you in there, you know, you got people standing outside, dude ducks in, comes back out, it might be going down. You might just went in there to check to see who's in there. You know, if the package been dropped off or whatever and shit, then they coming in. So again, it goes back to situational awareness, keeping your head on the swivel and being alert. Now, Fat Guy with Guns said, you know, you can't always be on this fucking 100% always on top of your game, because it takes a lot out of you and shit. But in today's environment,
paranoid. You can't be paranoid. You know what I mean?
In today's environment, you know, today is not like it was 10, 15, 20 years ago.
I think it was worse 15, 20 years ago.
No, I disagree with you on that, man.
This shit was fucking horrible, bro.
I disagree with you on that. Simply because now you have again, in my
It
opinion, you
might
have
have
a
depended on where in
proliferation.
the world you was at, though.
You have a proliferation of just, for lack of a better term, people that want to be shooters and gangsters.
That shit was
So
always there. America has a fascination with bad guys, bro.
yeah, we always have.
That shit, that shit built into
America was built on bad guys,
America has a
right?
fascination with bad guys, bro.
What's as
Everybody wants to
kids?
be a murderer, killer, or gangster
Yeah,
soldier.
as kids, what's the first thing? One of the first things we play. We play
Cowboys
Cowboys
and
and
Indians,
Indians.
cops and
We play
robbers.
Army, right? Cops and robbers. That's an American DNA, man. You
And I
can't
like
argue
to be
that.
a robber because you ain't getting me. Yo, but for real, cool. You know what I mean? And that's for some people. And Cooper said, keep one in the head. This is for real. And a lot of y'all know me. You know what I mean? Some of y'all know a little more about me.
Come on, big fish. That ain't true.
One in the head with me in my particular situation is a liability. You know what I mean? It's more of a liability. And I spoke about this kind of number of times, but if that's something you choose to do and it makes you feel better, go for it. But with me, I think it introduces an unnecessary liability. I can't control it, introduces an aspect of things that I can't control versus things I can control. One of the things I can't control is I sharpen up my instincts or I sharpen up my threat awareness or my perception more than I should be able to see it before it happens. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't even worry. Like I said, it's the one thing. So if I know I ain't fucking nobody's sister, brother, you know what I mean, wife, whatever the fuck, I ain't worried about no personal shit. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about that. So I ain't doing none of that ill shit. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah. See, Armel. So here's I got a question for you right here, right?
go ahead.
You know, there's been an uptick in carjackings again, and not like the carjackings we had in the '80s, late '80s and '90s. Like they're getting more sophisticated in the fact that they're using other vehicles to uh, to block, you know, um, to block vehicles that they want to snatch. Right? They're doing their intel, you know, and then they're doing what I like to call roadside vehicle interdictions, and that's all they are. So they get more sophisticated. You got a lot more predators are watching or playing Call of Duty, and they're bringing that shit to fucking real life, you know. So like you said, you might not be out there stepping out with someone else's significant other. You might not be fucking doing anything nefarious. Someone could just see you coming from the mall or coming somewhere and they want your vehicle and they see you as an easy target. They see you as a mark because you're by yourself. There's three of us. And I'm just going to fucking pull in front of you, block you off, come out walking towards you and say, hey, get out the car, get out the car. Now, at that point, if you're carrying a firearm, you got a choice to either defend yourself or to
I got a
comply.
question though, Joe. Let
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
interrupt you. I got a question. Is there a way that you can prevent that situation without that situation from even happening? I
Yeah,
call it shit, right? Grown man shit. I call
there's
it
one definite
grown man
way.
shit. Hold up. Make yourself invisible, bro. This
Armel,
is
you can't.
I
You
make
can't.
myself invisible as fuck, bro.
Armel, you can't. So
I'm
here's the deal
invisible
right
as
here,
fuck,
man.
bro. Yeah,
Armel, you can't.
I'm
Armel,
invisible, bro.
Armel, you're not. You're not invisible because when you go into the store and you pull out those credit cards or you pay for something in cash,
I don't do that shit
people
no
are
more,
watching.
Joe.
Okay, all right. But
I pay like this now.
Armel, when you get in your vehicle and everything else, if someone wants that vehicle to commit another crime, they're going to take that vehicle from you, whether it's by force or they pop the ignition and everything else. And the only real way to do that, and this isn't even 100%, stay your ass in the house. They got Uber Eats, they got Uber everything. But but here's the deal right here.
When you
Hey,
need
fuck
to,
that.
not when you have
Hey,
to, bro.
fuck that. I'm not staying in my house. You know, fuck that.
Look at this guy. Ray, what up? Look like a fresh new $100 bill.
What's happening, suckers?
What's happening, brother?
Nothing much. So what y'all talking about? I caught some of it. I was watching Django.
Oh, okay. Django was my favorite movies. Django
D
was
is silent.
a peacocking ass motherfucker. Django was peacocking. He was a target. But go ahead. Give Ray a summary, Joe, please.
Now we were just talking about current threats and how many magazines you carry and just all other stuff. Just get into those aspects. And again, you had two different opinions and everything else. No one's right, no one's wrong. It's just, hey, when you look at it, what is your threat environment, your threat level? Because again, that could change just from, hey, you know what? I want to get a soda and a bag of chips. You pop into the fucking quickie mart, and next thing you know, as you're coming out, you're prey. So what do?
Give it up.
And everyone doesn't have that mentality to give it up. Some people want to fight.
You ain't got that mentality. You give it up or you put it up. You know what I mean? If you
So,
ain't
and
ready
that's
to
just
deal
the
with the
thing.
consequences of either, one, I pay insurance for. The car, take that shit. The jewelry, take that shit. Take that shit, right? But if you ain't willing to just give it up and get it replaced with the insurance company, which is a way of mitigating the threat, then you get down for yours and you pull out and you start shooting, and then you go deal with that shit another way. You're gonna
Armel,
what?
Armel, one thing about that, we all don't pay our car insurance, man.
Well, your ass don't need to be fucking driving, man. You don't have the right to drive.
Hey, Armel, hey, you ever wonder why your insurance is so high? They got that shit for uninsured motorists. That's me.
Yeah,
You're talking about me, man.
My
You're
insurance
talking
now.
about me. Hey, that extra $5 a month you pay uninsured motorists? That's me. It's like FICA. Who the fuck is FICA?
Yeah, go ahead. What's up, Ray?
Nah, I mean it's personal choice, man. I mean, with me, whatever's in the gun is what I'm carrying. I don't carry extra magazines, man, because I'm not looking to get
Facts,
into
Siege,
into
facts.
a gunfight. That's just me. Whatever I have or whatever, like you said, first thing I'm thinking about is evading, trying to get away. That's it, trying to find a way out.
I'm going home.
Yeah. I mean, that's just me. I mean, yeah, you have some people, whose mind is about, oh yeah, if this happened and this is what I'm going to take and do. But until that situation arises, you don't know what the hell you're going to do.
I know what I'm gonna do.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do too. I'm trying to get out. And that's what I say. I mean, it doesn't matter with me if me and my wife will tell you this. If we go out every time, all right, my back is I'm facing the door because I want to see what's coming in, what's going out. And then what I try and do is sit towards, the back of the restaurant or, wherever we're at, where I'm close to an exit. So if something does happen, if somebody decides they're going to come through that front door and they're blazing as soon as they come in, hey, I'm grabbing my wife and we're going through the back. Now, if that back door, if there's no way of getting out, if you come through that front door, through that door that we're at or whatever, and you're blazing at that door, I'm going to be somewhere where I'm going to have to drop on you when you come through that door.
So two things I'd like to address. Now, Ray, I try to do that too, and that's an ideal situation because sometimes I can't always get that table or that seat, one, next to the kitchen, two, next to emergency exit where I can egress. Sometimes it's, hey, this is where you guys sit. They sit you at the fucking door with your back to the door. You have to make that decision, right? So in ideal, perfect conditions, yeah, I would always be somewhere where the threat will always be in front of me. I can always egress and everything. Get back to Armel about giving that shit up, man. That's just like the fucking opening scenes from Menace to Society. That motherfucker said, "You owe me any money?" Hell no, but here you can take this.
You got two choices, bro. You could give it up or you can get down for yours. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker said, "Hey, you can get down and lay down."
Body, nigga. You body. You know what
I already said I'm giving that shit up, man.
Give it up.
I'm giving it up. You can have it. I mean, even with high ass interest rate and car prices, way up there or whatever. I mean, shit, fuck it. You take that one, I got another one.
Yeah.
I just hold off for a little while.
And I'm new to giving it up.
Hey, not me, man. Not me. I'm gonna walk that motherfucker Ray. I'm gonna walk him out and be like, "Hey, look, man, this shit kind of pulls to the left when you hit about 50. The gas mileage sucks, but here you go."
Listen, I gotta start some shit for like 5 minutes. I gotta bust Armel's balls, and I gotta roll. Okay, first off, you're carrying. You ain't carrying one in the pipe. You think on an ambush situation where someone comes up and is going to... Brother, I've read many stories already where people are basically ambushed. They see you leaving the store. What are they going to do? They're going to pop out around a corner and they're on your ass before you have time to respond.
You must be you must be a really good target.
No, or they hit normal people all the time. Normal people all the time, dude. Follow us Self-Defense Stories. It's a dude, Rob Latham, and lays this stuff out constantly. You will be amazed at the people that get hit, either in their homes or leaving work or something like that in an ambush. It will. Hey,
Coop, you talking about active self-protection?
No. Rob Latham's separate from that. Rob Latham, if you look up Self-Defense Stories, because what he does is he'll have a store or a set of stories, and he brings in a firearms trainer, and they go over everything in that story step by step.
I got one question, Coop.
Cool.
In this guy's thing, and he's selling all his stories. What is he selling?
He's not selling shit. He's not selling anything.
God damn, Armel, you gonna? I mean, he never finished talking. Let him finish talking first before you interrupt him.
That's the point. Look up Rob Latham, look up Self-Defense Stories. He's got a podcast. I listen to it quite a bit. He's not selling anything. Okay. All he's doing is giving people information. This is how these attacks happened. This is where they went. This is how it happened. So it's not him selling some BS. That's not what he's doing. It will amaze you how many normal, everyday people, all the way down to 80-year-old granny, get fucking robbed at the store. And in attacks where you don't have time to draw, rack the gun, and then try to avoid shit. It is that fast. It happens in seconds. It is
I don't think so.
Bad breath distance.
I don't think so.
Like not all the time.
How many grandmas to me? It's up to you. How many grandmas you personally know that shit happened to?
Brother, if you look at the news, a lot.
I ain't talking about the news, man. I ain't talking about the propaganda, the news box, and all that shit. The fake news. I ain't talking about that shit. How many do you personally know?
Armel, this isn't propaganda. This isn't fake news. These stories are pulled from actual police stories in a lot of cases, and from what was barely reported on the news in a lot of cases.
Somebody snatched my grandmother's pocketbook back in the day. I don't think they made it to the corner.
Now and I'll say this about
Bible in the bag.
I'll say this about like vehicle stuff. If it's just me in my truck and someone sticks a gun in my face, they got the drop on me. Yes, you can have my truck. But a lot of times I got a 4-year-old belted in behind me and a 7-year-old in the other side of that seat. You're not getting my truck. Now, will I hit the gas and try to get out of that situation? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That truck is my ultimate protection, baby. It's got a V8 engine and I'm rolling. 4-wheel drive. If you got a fucking Prius, get out the way, bitch, because I'm gone. That's
always blow through and fight through the ambush.
Yeah, and the driving course is that's part of your self-defense training. That should be
you have two choices, whether you are in the military and there's an ambush, or whether you're a civilian and there's an ambush. Get out of there, or put enough fucking firepower down there to where you shut that shit down and you maintain control, or you gain control in that situation.
I said the same thing, Coop, in a different way.
But I'm serious about like carrying one in the pipe. You listen to some of these situations, man. It's cool. One of the reasons where someone
is different. My situation is different because I have my daughter here who has special needs, and I can't afford the liability.
Yeah, keep
it within your realm of control. Then you ain't got to worry about that.
No,
hey guys, I gotta jump out, man. I'll hit you back. All right.
I'm fixing to bounce too. I just had to jump in and start a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
the other thing is, why would you need to clear your house? Okay, my house, I paid less than $100 for my house. It's 2,600 square feet. To get to my daughter's room, if something ever happened, I got a lot of open space to cover. That's why I would want to learn to clear something, because I'm going and collecting my kids, and then my kids are with me. Then I'm locking an area down. No lie. Mm-hmm. I get them, I lock an area down. Anything that ain't a cop pokes his head in there, it's getting ventilated. They're gonna have extra shit there. But that's why I would want to learn how to pie a door, move across an open room, address entry points, shit like that.
Get you one of these.
And that's the same thing I say too. You know,
come on, man. You don't think I carry every day?
Go ahead. Talk that shit, right?
No, I'm just saying each situation is going to be different. You know, like I said, if it's just me and my wife in the house, and say somebody comes in the middle of the night, I mean, hell, we're in the bedroom. I mean, you know, so at that point, I know where she's at. You know, we don't have any kids in the house. Now, like I said, when you have kids in the house, that's a whole different situation. You know, if somebody comes in there, first thing, you want to get to those kids. If your wife is already up in that bedroom and you already know you have something in that bedroom, you know, as far as, you know, for her to protect herself, you get to those kids.
And layout is different. If my house is 2-story, all of our bedrooms are on the top floor, and something's happening on the bottom floor, I'm calling the cops, put them on speaker, and I'm going to strong point the top side of those stairs. And anything that comes up those stairs is eating it. But I got a 1-story dwelling. It's really open. I have to be able to pie a corner to move to get my children. I have to know my lanes. I have to know that heights on shots and all kinds of shit like that. That's why a lot of people like me would want that kind of training.
Like clearing the house training.
Yes.
And keeping it dark. That's the other thing. You know, I tell you.
Oh, hell no. Don't keep it dark.
No, I'm talking about if somebody comes in there, you have some way of taking in and hitting all those lights, because you know your house. They don't know your house. You know, so I don't want them to sit there and, you know, come running straight to my stairs and straight upstairs and no shit like that. I want them to stumble around so I can hear their asses stumbling. And then once they get to the top of those steps, I mean, I'm not going to be standing up, you know, upright, because most of the time, you know, these fools are just shooting straight ahead. You know, my ass is going to be down there low crawling. I'm going to sit there and just pop the ass every time each one come up this stair. I'm going to pop your ass. That's it. You know, because the thing is, when you're up there and you have the lights out, all of a sudden, you know, your night vision is kind of kicking in. So you can see quicker than what they can see. You know, and especially if you know your house. Now they come up, you see that shadow.
I'll tell you that there's 2 trains of thought on that, and I'm on the opposite end. If there was a breaking in my house, let's say all of my lights, I could hit a switch and turn every light on, I'm going to turn everything on, because I've got to be able to see across, you know, quite a bit of distance to identify things, to identify targets. And see, that's where the layout of your house comes in, because if you know the layout, you kind of know those lanes.
Let me introduce y'all to something, right? They sell these shits at like Walmart, dollar store. Y'all know what this is?
Yeah, motion activated lights, man.
Right. You plug those in your hallways and any entryway in your house. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
You cut all your lights off, and these only come off when somebody walk past it. This alleviates the situation of being in the dark.
Yes, and that is a damn good point.
One of the incidents that happened was around here. You know, boyfriend is over. One of the incidents that happened around here last year was boyfriend, you know what I mean, over the house with girlfriend. You know what I mean? Girlfriend, you know, it was a grown young lady. You know, girlfriend home. She lives with her father. Her father was overseas doing whatever to jump out of the helicopter shit that everybody here want to be like. You know what I mean?
Does my fat ass look like I want to jump out of a helicopter? Honestly,
people who live in this community, he was one of these special people who do, you know, ground group or some shit like that at Langley, some fucking where. And he leaves a lot. He wasn't home. His daughter's home with her boyfriend. They jamming out, doing whatever the fuck they doing. He wasn't supposed to come home. They didn't expect her father to be home for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And her father usually calls her and let her know when he's on his way. Father come home from way out and must bubble fuck from where Middle East or Africa he was at, getting shot the fuck at, and walks into his own house. Boyfriend kills him. Because they thought somebody was breaking. They thought it was a home evasion.
Home invasion. Yeah, I get where you're going.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
house
very
dark in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
They hear and the father didn't come through the front door. He came through the back of the house, through his, he came through
like
the back
mud room. Yeah.
He came through his basement. I guess he got him a drink and then was going upstairs. So old boy up in the bedroom with, Sally and the little girl, he's like, he bugged out and ended up shooting the damn girl father. She ain't even know. Everything was permitted, you know what I mean? It was.
Well, that comes down to simple training that identify your target.
He didn't know because it was dark in the house.
Where you don't shoot at shadows. That's another reason I talked about clicking lights on. Know your target.
When you walk around your house, you probably think your daughter in the house sleep. You ain't gonna turn no damn lights on because you might wake her up. Be for real. You know what I mean?
If he didn't turn the lights on, then the boy should have.
You know what I mean? But something simple like these things here.
Then that's
like $1.25 at the dollar store right now can eliminate that situation, and you won't. You could get a positive identification, and you won't end up shooting your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your girlfriend.
Years ago, my mother-in-law told the story. My father-in-law always told her if something happens, and it was my wife and her sister and just my mother-in-law home at the time, if something happens, you hit this area. If the kids are there, you strong point it, but you don't pull the trigger unless you can identify who it is. She almost shot my wife's uncle Max because his drunk ass was sneaking in the house through a window because he forgot his damn keys. And she said he was probably an ounce away from eating everything she had. But again, you don't shoot at shit you cannot identify.
How you want to do that in the dark, bro?
Well, that's why I'm a big fan of turning the lights on.
Don't even worry about the lights. That's another motion.
And only two people in my house.
Huh?
Yeah. So that's it. Just two people in my house, just me and the wife. That's it.
Oh man, and they're friends of mine.
Different.
Yeah, they're friends of mine that know they could hit my house anytime, day or night. But there's a general rule: when they walk in, they scream a name, and I know, okay, something's up. I'll wake up and we'll figure out what the issue is.
That's part of the world that I don't understand now. This home invasion shit, just because home invasion, because the part of the world of criminology that I identify with. If a nigga coming in your house, he probably related to you and been in your house and know what you got, or you got that work in that house and the motherfucker coming in there strong and they heavy and they strapped.
See,
right?
Dude, these days they're I'm
hearing about random shit like people just breaking it, doing home invasions just to do home invasions, and that's something that I personally don't identify with. You know what I mean?
It can be absolutely random these days.
I don't identify with that.
Quite a few stories that I've read, home invasions, and they've happened early morning, they've happened middle of the day, they've happened late at night, and it's completely random. Someone just pulled up in wherever neighborhood and was like, damn, that house has nice shrubs. I'm going to go rob them. And that's exactly the way it happens. Used to, I'm like you, man. A lot of the times, they know the people they're breaking into. They got stuff that they want. They know they got money, or they know they got drugs, or they know they got something in there of value. But these days, it's gotten so wild that it doesn't matter. And a lot of it
that I don't identify with, or do I know about?
It's crazy.
I know my move for that is, regardless of what the situation is, secure what's important, and the things that's important is these two people that's making all the goddamn noise and driving me fucking crazy.
You were already crazy. They didn't have to drive.
Yeah, we already know Armel's a fucking nut.
Yeah,
but I do. I got to bounce, guys. I done started.
The only thing important in this house is that there's like a couple of containers of some pictures that I can't replace from my childhood and growing up and running and gunning around the fucking planet. That shit is important to me because I can't replace those memories. But nobody want my fucking pictures and baby pictures and hanging out motherfucking with Notorious Big and shit pictures. Nobody wants that. But that shit is important to me.
Well,
you know what I mean? So it's these three people and those containers with those pictures and videos. Those are the only thing important to me. Hey.
That's one of the most important things to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I got to travel all the way across my house to get to it.
These two in that room over there, that's it. The rest of that shit, keep it. I need to get to those people, secure that, and the rest I don't give a flying shit about. Loot the house. Leave us fucking alone. You know what I mean? Take it. There's nothing.
Look. You just told them what you got, though, man. I mean, they're gonna come get you for your Biggie pictures.
Get my
yeah.
I mean,
you just sit there. You just got on the internet and told people that you have pictures of you and Biggie. I mean, shit. Hell, I might come and get that shit.
That's high school pictures, man.
Yeah, I mean, hell, man. That shit might be worth, maybe a whole $2.
I am out there, guys. I love you guys. I'll be in the background chatting. I gotta hang with the wife and everybody because if I don't do that, you're gonna hear about a murder in Alabama and it's gonna be me. So you guys take it easy, man. You guys are all cool as shit, and I love all you guys. Ray, fucking Armel, man, you guys take it easy.
What's up? Yeah, take care, y'all. Take care, Cole.
I'm out.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I don't have. I don't have stuff like that. That's like they could come get the Biggie pictures, man. Because I probably already scanned those already. But those, some of the stuff, like people that's not here no more, family members and shit. The videotapes of some good parties and shit. That's the stuff that I value. All the rest of that shit, fuck it. And this shit don't mean nothing. Not call insurance company.
And you see what Siege said.
What she said? I didn't see.
People don't understand what it feels like when that fear kicks in. And that's the thing. You don't. When fear kicks in, you don't know what the hell you're gonna do. You can sit there and say all day long, this is what I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D. And
hold up, Ray. You
motherfuckers keep calling me and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
When that fear kicks in, did I drop?
You hear it, Ray?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When that fear kicks in or whatever, man, you don't know what you're gonna do. You may have A, B, C, and D plan. Fear kicks in, and your ass is, D, C, A, and B or some shit like that. You're just all over the place with it. So you never know how you're gonna react in a situation. And even with training, you could train all day long. If you never have to use that shit, good. When you do have to use it, all that training shit that you did, that shit's going to be gone because your mind is going to be completely somewhere else. You're not going to remember all that shit. And if you're taking the time to try and remember all that shit, you might as well forget it. You're a body now.
I don't know about that, but one of the things you said was important was fear. And that's something that I particularly deal with a lot. You know what I mean? And it's a conversation that I have.
Yo, I can't hear shit you saying, Armel.
Yeah, you hear me? Anybody else hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Phone, man. Hold on. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Barbecue. Anybody? Can you hear me? Hey, y'all can hear me? Money Mike, y'all hear me? Yeah. What do you mean, Siege? You can't train the fear away. Believe me. Okay. Siege, right? Y'all hear me? Just give me thumbs up if y'all hear me, please. Give me thumbs up if y'all hear me. Because that's what I'm about. Okay. Boom. That's what I'm about to address. Something that Siege said, right? Fear is that shit that a lot of people need to. Fear is an emotion, right? And C said you can't train the fear away, right? But fear is something that can be controlled. You know what I mean? Fear is definitely something that can be controlled. You might not be able to control a lot of things in a situation, and everybody said fear literally is a tool. To me, fear is literally a tool in a toolbox that you have to be able to control. And we might have to take a whole nother live, you know what I mean? Because I was a person that fear is something that you got to look at. What are you afraid of? And this is probably the most therapeutic thing that I'm ever said. One is identifying the threat, right? But you can't identify the threat unless you can identify what are you afraid of. You know what I mean? What is the fear? Yeah, I don't know if I'm tripping or something. And some people,
I didn't hear what you were saying about fear. What were you saying about fear?
We have to be able to identify beforehand, because he said something about you can't train your way out of fear, but you can if you can identify what you are afraid of.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
I think so. I'm arguing with you.
No, you can't. Because look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm afraid of heights. I fly on a motherfucking plane, but that shit don't fucking change. That shit don't change. Every time I get on a motherfucking plane, I think about that bitch going down. I'm afraid of heights.
That's part of controlling your fear.
Fear is what the fuck you want. I still don't like heights.
So you make sure you don't go on no high shit.
If I'm flying somewhere, I ain't got no motherfucking choice. If I gotta go up in the tall ass building, I mean, you know, like all them motherfuckers, oh, let's look out the window. Nah, fuck that. Y'all look out the window. Shit, somebody might push your ass. Even though that big ass piece of glass is there, my ass ain't
you avoid that situation. So that's if you can identify the fear, if you can identify the things that you're afraid of, right? You don't put yourself in those situations. You don't sit by the window on a fucking airplane. You don't go in tall buildings and look down. You don't climb on high ass ladders, because those are the things you're afraid of. The first thing with dealing with fear is knowing what those fear is. A lot of people have fear of loss, right? So if you have fear of losing certain things, you know what I mean? Make sure those things are secure to the best of your ability.
You can't train fear away, period. You can't train that shit away. Fear is going to be fear.
You ain't gonna train it away. I'm not saying you can't train it away, but you can put controls on it. You can put measures to protect the things that you fear. A lot of times it's fear of losing. If it's something fear that's subliminal, like heights or speed or something like that, like I like for real, my biggest fear is being broke. I've been broke before, but that shit, you know, some people that shit ain't that bad. But for me, that shit the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean?
So you jumping off that bridge, huh?
Yeah, that shit is like, fuck it. I ain't got, you know what I mean? But
fuck there. Been there, done that. Hell, man, I'll make it back. Shit.
Yeah, that's that shit.
I may not get to where I am, but I get damn near close. Fuck it.
And I'm also afraid of seriously. I'm also afraid of being alone. You know what I mean? I have to have somebody to talk to. You know, I love talking shit. I gotta have somebody being cut off out of communication. So what I do is I keep myself around people. If I don't feel like talking to this motherfucker, Ray, you know damn well I'll call you. Mm-hmm. I keep myself active because I have that fear of being alone. So those are the ways that I control my fear. But these niggas on the street, I don't.
So you're a motherfucker that needs somebody to hold your hand and shit all the time.
I'm comforted by it.
Okay. Well, don't worry, I ain't holding shit.
You know what I mean? Yo, you know my daughter got magic powers and hugs me, man. That shit, I love that shit. You know what I mean? That shit, you know, I feared losing that. You know what I mean? I look forward to that every day. You know what I mean? If I probably wouldn't have that, I probably wouldn't give a fuck about that. But I lived my life. I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by people that love me, man, and I cherish those things, and I feared losing them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had loving family. I got a big giant family that love me. You know what I mean? Love is not something that I have a shortage of. You know what I mean? But it's so abundant that I can't imagine being without it. You know what I mean? So I cherish it so much that I fear the loss of it. So I covered it. You know, I cover, you know what I mean? And I'm going to make sure that, you know, my love was, and I grew up in a house with a bunch of goddamn kids, and I have a big family. So I always been around people constantly. And then it was silent days when I wasn't around anybody. I was fucked up, man. I was losing my shit. So I know that that's a fear of not having that social interaction. So I covered that. You know what I mean? I have friends that I'm still friends with for forever. You know what I mean? People that became my friends, and we're still friends. You know what I mean? And I cherish the relationships that I build with people. You know what I mean? Whether it was an ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or whatever, we still have positive relationships. You know what I mean? It's just like that. I cherish those type of things.
And that's fear that you can't train away.
Huh?
You can't train. See, everything. The fear that you just said, you cannot train that shit away.
But it's not train away. It's like I can control it. I control it. The reason why
you can't control it if you become alone.
Learning how to control it, that's what you train for. You don't train it away to get rid of the fear. You train to get proficient at protecting it better. You know what I mean? So how could I protect my sickly mother that calls me constantly cussing just to cuss me out just because she liked the word motherfucker? You know what I mean? The way I do it is I pick up the phone and I make sure that she talks, she's there. You know what I mean? I FaceTime her, how you doing? All right, yeah. Constant contact. You know what I mean? That takes training, and that's a different type of training. Because some people just like, okay, let me check my mother once a week. I make sure I call my mother every day. You see what I'm saying? That's training. That's training. Training creates discipline. Discipline creates success to a particular goal. So I'm not really worried about my mother, and I won't be surprised if something was to happen to her because I'm constantly in tune with her. You know what I mean? Or my brother. What's up?
The fuck did you just say? I mean, you sit there and said, train the fear away, and every fucking thing you just said ain't had a goddamn thing to do with train the fear away.
What I'm talking about is not training the fear away, but controlling how you deal with it.
Okay, all right. Say it like that then. Say it that way. You said train the fear away.
I'm saying control the fear. You can train to control how you deal with your fears, but the first step is to identify what do you fear.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I fear heights. That shit's been like that since I was a kid. That shit ain't never gonna fucking change. I hate flying in planes. I mean, shit. I'll sit there and pop a Benadryl, drink a beer, and I'll sleep like a motherfucker. If that plane falls or whatever, as it goes down, I ain't gonna know shit. Not a damn thing. I do not like flying. I've always had and this has been me. I told my wife about this shit, and I think I told my kids about it. I've always had a dream that my ass was gonna die falling. That's how the fuck I was gonna die. So that shit has scared the shit out of me since I don't like bridges. When I used to ride motorcycle, I refused to ride over a bridge on a motorcycle. I won't even walk over a fucking bridge. Driving over a bridge, I might drive like this for a little bit, but once I get on that bridge, 2 hands on that shit, because that's my fear, heights, and that fall. That's always been my thing.
Funny you said that, right, Ray? Because I was telling Cass, we were talking about, a fear. My biggest fear, and I always have a dream, and that I always have, like, that's the nightmare, is that I'm gonna die old and alone. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna be a fucking round.
You probably will, because you're gonna run everybody away.
Yeah, probably so. But
that's gonna be arguing with every damn body. So shit.
So I just keep people around me. Whether they run away, I got more people, you know what I mean? But that's my biggest fear. You know what I mean? But do I really have, everybody's still around. So, my elders, my uncles, my aunts, my grandmother, the elders at my age, they peeling off a little bit, but I'm glad I had that, experience with them. You know what I mean?
Shit. Hey, look, Joe Va, that plane go down. Shit, if I'm alive, every motherfucker up there that's alive gonna be a meal. I'm gonna cook all them bitches. I'm gonna live. I don't give a fuck. Everybody else gonna be like, oh no, I can't do that. Fuck that. I'm eating everyone. Everybody.
Motherfucking cannibal.
You damn right. Shit. Ask me how the hell I survive. I'm gonna tell you.
What was that movie where that Indian motherfucker crashed in the ocean with the airplane and he was eating a lion and shit? What was that movie? There was a movie where the Indian dude survived the airplane crash and he was imagining somebody being a lion and a monkey, but it was people that he was eating.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I watched that.
Yeah, Cass be having me watching all kinds of crazy shit. But I'm gonna drop
that. They had that other one.
I'm gonna drop the link again. See who else coming in here. Come on in. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you could train. I train to prevent just identifying. What I'm saying is identifying what you're afraid of, and a lot of times it's something to lose, and protect that. And that's where the training kick in. You can't just this motherfucker got a gun. Am I scared of a gun? No. Some people really are afraid of guns. Truly and honestly. Am I afraid of guns? No. Am I afraid of motherfucking niggas? No.
Shit, I don't care what type of meat it is. Hell, everybody's gonna be a damn meal. Shit, I be eating toes all the way to damn noses. Shit, fuck it. I'm gonna survive.
So, right. So this live is really about our channel coming up, man.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Well, I mean, I see it being, something different, something that's needed and stuff like that, And,
what do you want it to be?
Huh?
What do you want it to be?
Shit, I want it to be something that everybody come to and, enjoy and stuff like that, and get a lot of good information from, and, I'm one of the things that, we all talked about, were giveaways and shit like that, which we're going to hopefully have some nice fucking giveaways,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm hoping that, well, I'm not, I'm not even going to say I hope, man. I mean, with the energy that, especially me and your crazy ass bring to the table. And then, we got Jovan, who's like the encyclopedia on guns and shit like that, So, I mean, I think, we have a lot to offer and shit.
I just got a fast internet connection, man.
Huh?
I just got a fast internet connection.
Yeah, that's that bootleg wireless and shit.
You say?
What the hell you eating? Fruit Loops? Captain Crunch?
Nah, he's sitting there eating some damn porridge.
I'm eating chicken.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry for interrupting you. This motherfucker smacking his damn lips. No, I'm hungry as hell.
No, I'm just saying, man, that bring a lot of good energy and stuff to the channel and stuff, and like I said, the giveaways, all the stuff that we talked about, that and just some good quality content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every now and then, you might catch somebody, eating some damn chicken.
Yeah. I just be drinking, man. I just be drinking. This is my one time a week that I get my drink on and shit. So this is my one, my one day a week I get my drink on because I'm in my zone, you know what I mean? And I like being around, like you said, I like being around people, you know what I mean? Whether it's virtual or anything, man. I like being around, love. You know what I mean?
You need a hug.
Yeah, I need constant affection, motherfucker.
Yeah. Fuck that. I ain't hugging your ass. That ain't what Ray does.
Yeah, Hey man, I don't do hugs either, man.
Nah, I mean I hug my grandson. I mean, that's about it, But nah, I don't do all that.
I don't need no goddamn hug. I just need to get motherfuckers around me. You know what I mean?
I like compassion.
We
Hey Joe, this motherfucker sound like LL talking about I need love.
I need love.
Even if we fighting, man, if we conflict, if we boxing, fighting, wrestling, shooting, motherfucker, I need to be around. That's the type, that's the type of environment that I was around. You know what I mean? I had cousins around, and we fight, bro. And that's just how it is. So I'm from a big family, and big close family. We argue, we fuss, we fight, scrap. Some people never been in fights all their life. I used to fight every day. Multiple times a day. We wake up in the morning, fight. Who get in the shower? Who get in the shower first? You know what I mean? Because the house used to seem bigger, but when you look at the house now, It's like how all of us was in this man little ass house. You know what I mean? It's shit crazy. It's like a whole bunch of cats in this little ass house. He's like how we was living back. But it don't even make no sense right now. You know what I mean? But I'm just used to being around people, whether we're getting along or we not getting along, or fuck that nigga, fuck that stupid ass, or whatever the fuck it was. It was all love all the time. And I just like that. You know what I mean? I was on the ride, riding around the world, deployed or whatever the fuck. It was the same thing. We argue, we fight, gamble, fucking argue, fuck that, fuck that dude, da-da-da-da. I ain't fucking with it. We are still crew. You know what I mean? Out in the fleet, we was just still crew. And that's just what it was. And we friends to this day. You know what I mean? Everybody I mess with then, I'm still messing with now. You know?
Oh, hugging ass motherfucker shit.
Yeah, I'm a hugging that. Fuck
yeah,
you.
I see that shit.
I like need a hug. Energy. And negative too.
Armel's on that Mr. Sensitivity shit.
Yeah, that's it. Hell, Ralph Tresvant.
You can argue with me, you can be hard with me, but you just gotta, you guys just gotta, I just need motherfuckers around.
That's what we're gonna call your ass. We're gonna call your ass Ralph.
Oh fuck yeah! Anyway, I got give me a minute. Let me go offline for a minute.
All right, Ralph, go get a hug. Go get a hug.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do before Zay go to bed. Just give me a second here.
Walk your ass out of there.
Yeah, but I mean, and there's a lot of considerations that you have to think about as far as use a scenario if you're getting carjacked. Now I was on earlier. Siege Talks put down in there, car theft, other theft is a multi-million-dollar industry, So you have to take your situation in consideration. Is this all you got? Do you use that car for work? Are you tired of people breaking in your shit and everything else? Can you effectively fight your way out of that situation? Coop said it best. Hey, I got this big ass diesel truck. I'm just going to blow through it. Why am I going to try to get out of that vehicle and lose this protection or this cover? Concealment. Yes, a vehicle will offer you a small amount of protection. Bullets do go through car doors. But again, I think that situational awareness, will help mitigate a lot of that stuff. And you can't plan for every eventuality. You can't blaze your way out of every situation, man. Sometimes you have to take the L. That's just the nature of the beast because there's too many people. You're not in your optimum conditions. You might have walked out the house and took your gun and didn't bring any magazines.
Yeah, and like you said, and I've said this, each situation is going to be different, So it'd be just, if you're sitting at, say, the 7-Eleven or something like that, to get in your vehicle, and somebody rolls up on you or whatever, blazing guns, there's nothing you can do with that. The best bet, get the hell out. Yeah. Because you're not hitting the gas and all. By the time you even think about putting it in drive, boom, that's a bullet to you, hitting you or something like that, But if you're at a light and say, some guys roll up on side of you and get ready to jump out or whatever, and that's why you want to take and leave that space or whatever for you to get out. You don't want to be right up on somebody's bumper when you get to a, at a light or something like that, an intersection. You want to leave an out. Yep. Hit the curve, hit whatever you got to take and hit. Even if you got to hit their car or whatever, fuck it. Do what you got to take and do to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, if you got enough power in your vehicle. So Armel touched on it earlier. Your training, because there's certain things that just throughout the context and throughout the studies of, what happened, whatever police reports, word of mouth, there's certain things that we know works for certain situations. You're at a stoplight and someone rolls up on you, or, if you're in a sketchy part of town or what you deem to be sketchy by your standards, it's 2:00 in the morning. Do you stop at that stoplight? Fuck no. Hey, officer, I'm just going to.
Unless you're in Maryland, they're going to take a picture of you and send you a ticket.
Yeah, well, hey man, be like, look, man, that place is sketchy and shit. You know, I ain't stopping at that motherfucker. And those are some of the things that we have to determine on our own, based on our own situations and everything else, man. And there's no 100% solution set, because every situation is different and every situation is the same.
I got a question, Joe.
Yes, sir.
People, as far as their self-defense and personal defense protection, should take driving courses?
Yes and no. And
your curriculum. That should be part of your. Like, say we were sit here and develop our own curriculum. Me, you, and Ray, and we create. Do you think like defensive driving or evasive driving would be part of that?
I would say yes and no, because some people, one, couldn't afford it, and two, some people don't need it. But empirically, I would say yes, right? But realistically, there's a large population of the people that don't drive vehicles. So, why would they do that? However,
that's one of the threats.
Yeah. Well, however, it would help them out, because just because you don't drive and have a driver's license as a car doesn't mean that you're not in a vehicle. So you can, kind of notice when someone's following you home from the mall or whatever and everything else. Yeah. So yeah, you should, because remember, your self-defense, it's multifaceted, multi-layered. It's just like you got your self-defense when you're at work, when you're traveling, leaving your front door. Once you cross that threshold, if you park your vehicle outside, you're at risk for something to happen. Just pinpoint how your house is set up, and whether there's a blind spot when you walk out the door, someone can get the drop on you and push into your house. If you live in an apartment, same thing. Like, you got to go take the trash out, or you got to go do something, and you see a whole bunch of people out through your peephole and you don't recognize them or whatever. Do you go out? Or do you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be late? So those are some of those considerations you have to take into consideration. I was living in San Diego. I lived in an apartment, and it was always that constant, like, let me look out my peephole, see who's in the hallway, right? Because the worst thing that you want to do is just get overwhelmed, ambushed, whatever, and get pushed back in. At that point, you've never had the initiative, right?
Yeah.
So there's things you can do. Again, there's so many layers to it, but I would say get the basics that you need first. Master the basics, right? Because it doesn't make any sense for me to be able to drive like Jason Bourne or whatever and shit, but if that car breaks down, or I fuck around, make the wrong turn, and now I can't egress, i.e., I drove into a one-way or a dead end, now I have to figure something out. So again, master the basics. Don't put the carriage in front of the horse. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We do that. I do that a lot of the times, right? I got like all this shit in my truck for a vehicle self-recovery kit and everything else. I got kinetic ropes. I got this. I got that. I got all this other shit, but I ain't got no fucking jumper cables. I'm calling roadside assistance and shit. You know what I mean? So we have to be deliberate. I say we need to be deliberate in how we move and how we go about these things. And it takes training. And again, you're not going to be able to master everything. Very few people can master a handgun, a long gun, defensive driving, hand-to-hand combat, and medical and all that other shit.
Just not about master, just having a general understanding.
That's what I'm saying. Just be where you need to be for your situations. If that makes any sense. And even defensive driving, or let's call it a driving course, it goes back to, I don't know how to drive in the snow. I haven't driven in the snow in fucking years, right? When I used to live where it snowed, that I wasn't driving. Well, I didn't have a driver's license and shit, right? But you understand what I'm saying? So even driving in the snow, those dynamics change. Driving on in the rain, dynamics change. Driving on different types of road surfaces, right? Your braking distance, everything else and shit, how your vehicle handles and maneuvers. There is so much to learn, and you can roll that into not just,
you gotta get to know it a lot of times.
Exactly. Like the infamous SIG 320 M17 auto shooting fucking self guns because all these cops are saying that it did this and did that. And I know this is kind of going off, but it goes back to, if you look at these reports, one, a lot of these departments and officers just transition to another from a different platform. They may not have been familiar with that platform, right? And they start doing different things. And once you start taking stuff outside of its operating parameters, it's going to fail, right? So let's say you guys got snow. The way I drive a front-wheel drive vehicle and a rear-wheel drive vehicle and an all-wheel drive vehicle in the snow is different, right? And the way I drive a truck in the snow is different. So I have to know the vehicle that I'm driving on that platform, if that makes any sense, without being too fucking, I went over my allotted time for that answer.
She said all women should take real self-defense and learn how to get away if grabbed. If
Facts.
Siege, it's
Facts. Siege, jump on. Siege needs to jump on.
Yeah, it's me too.
Hey, drop the link for Siege
and
jump on.
Muncho and shit. These cats be acting all Muncho like they tough guys and the Blaze of Glory, but these niggas is weak.
Yeah. Hey,
right. But also with that training, that self-defense training, what you want to do, you don't want to train with somebody, say like two females training, you want to train with somebody. Say if you're a female, you train with a male, especially a male that's bigger than you.
I don't know.
So then you can.
Well,
huh? I'm saying when
I don't think women and men don't relate the same way. So I think they train and preparing each other.
No. I'm talking about for that real life situation. Situation. If you're training with two women training or whatever, that situation is completely different because that most of the time that that weight
the physical disparities. So basically, right. I guess we're taking that. You need to have realistic based training, right? Because I'm just sitting here, just kind of going through the motions. Very few people will ever rise to the occasions. I sink to my lowest level of training, to my baseline. And hey, drop the link, see if Siege wants to get in, because she has a background in the self-defense and everything else, and she can speak to it from a different perspective than I can speak to it. Because I'm a guy. So the way we train, hey, we go in there, man, we just fucking stand toe to toe.
My whole thing is, right, is what are you training for? You know what I mean? And then when you figure out what are you training for, what does that encompass? You know what I mean? If I'm training for
but the thing is, for a female, if a female can take if 125, 150 pound female can take down a 250 pound guy, then anything underneath that, she's good. You know what I'm saying? She's good at that point.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory.
Because here's the deal right here.
If you have two
it's a seat behind you.
Yeah.
If you have two people, whatever, and they're both the same weight or whatever, and that's all you ever train with. When it gets to be somebody bigger than that, I mean, hell, first of all, you're gonna kind of be intimidated by that. And that's where that whole fear thing will kick in. Now, if you train with somebody who was bigger than you, yeah, you still may have a little bit of fear, but you're gonna already know this is what the hell I need to take.
What if the woman bigger than
this motherfucker down?
But see that goes back to what Armel was saying before about mastering your fear, right? I don't train to overcome my fear. I train to learn how to manage my fear and to utilize that, right?
That's a good word, Joe.
Yeah, there you go. Manage
your
fear.
In the teams, and then I mitigate those risks. In the teams, the worst thing you can have in your teams is someone that's not scared. Because someone that's not scared, they start going off script and they do stupid shit, right? That's a fact. Those Leroy Jenkins will come out.
I didn't want to interrupt. They said interrupt too much. Talk, man.
I'm not talking. I'm just simply saying, thank you for those who acknowledge me. This one said to me, I asked him for a beer, and he said to me, coming on, implying I can't get a beer. I said, come on. Because he has a beer in here.
Yo, this is a transition.
Hey Ray, we can see something 101 because Cass can whoop that ass.
Oh yeah.
I'll be 52 blocks in here, man. I'll be
gonna choke him out. But see, so
hey, what's gonna happen? So we got smashing that bash. She gonna be smashing that ass.
Yeah,
hit him right upside the head with that bottle.
So even like even with this right here, right, the situation right here, Armel has on a hoodie, right? So I might be nice with my hands, but like that's a whole bunch. If you ever been in a fight, it's one of the most tiring things you can do for 3 minutes. You know, except for if you know, I was like, yo, that's a heavyweight round. That's another live. That's an Erica live. Those 3 minutes. But you know, it's just like your simple techniques, right? Because if I go to the ground with Armel, I'm not going to try and choke him out. I'm going to get a cross collar choke from BJJ and choke him out with his own stuff. So I have to have
that'll never happen, Joe Bob, because I'm running.
Yeah, all right, but I'm just saying,
I'm running, not a fight.
Where Cass is right now, for her to grab you around the neck and to get you into a headlock, it takes an inordinate amount of energy and strength, right? The physicalities. If she comes by and she gets you in a cross collar choke, the only thing she's doing is she's taking your collar, she's reaching it from here and reaching it from there, and she's just pulling her arms like that. You're going to hit those carotid arteries, and Siege, correct me if I'm wrong on this timing, probably about 10 to 15 seconds, it's night-night.
Yo, it's a lot of knives and a lot of guns around here. I don't think she even have to do all of that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right on. And hey, so I guess we can go ahead and set up that GoFundMe account for Armel. Be like, hey, last time we seen him was Saturday night on the live.
Nah, yeah, just make sure, you know, if that should happen to me, yeah, just make sure y'all at the party.
No shit. All I'm gonna say, that motherfucker probably was running his mouth.
Yeah.
Nah,
that's it. I mean, that's all you can say. He was running his mouth.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray, when I go to testify, I'm be like, yo, man, that motherfucker, he do talk a lot of shit.
About that. You ain't got to do shit. All you got to do is make sure, you know, my shit is written out how my shit planned out, like how I'm leaving, right? We're going to have a party. It's going to be a party. Y'all just make sure y'all there. And say, sign the papers and say y'all at the party. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be pop.
Hey, are you gonna have a 2-drink minimum?
Yo, what's
it's crazy. You covered.
No, what's my song when I die, Armel?
Yeah, see, so Armel gonna have an open bar, Ray. On that shit, it's gonna be a 2-drink minimum, and we ain't violating parking.
No, what's your song?
Another one bites the dust.
Boom, boom, boom. That's her. Yo, that's her song. Yo, it's gonna be a 9-day festival. When I'm here no more. Yeah, just, you know, for everybody that's there, make sure y'all there. It's like, it's gonna be dope, man. Make sure y'all get fucked up and y'all have enough food nonstop, like endless buffet, and y'all tell y'all story. You know what I mean? Y'all experience with it. You know what I mean? And y'all show love to everybody. You know, it's gonna be a party. It's already paid for. It's done. It's done. It's a done deal.
Yeah. So if you look at Siege Talk's comment, man, you know, so, and she talked about the cross collar choke. So there's just certain things that we can put into our tool bag to make us more efficient, right? And then, you know, like I hear a lot of people say, hey, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and everything else. And like I say, man, I got 3 moves, right? And with those 3 moves, I mastered those 3 moves. I got 1,000 combinations. I don't need all this shit to carry around with me, you know, and that makes it more complicated and everything else. And then again, going back to what Ray said, we have all these people that go to the dojos and do this and do that and everything else and shit. I had an unfortunate incident a few years ago where a guy came out, man, and he had the tats and he had the shirt and everything else. And he said, what? Did all that shit. My buddy hit that motherfucker with a bar stool.
Yeah.
Hit that motherfucker with a straight bar stool. I ain't gonna fight you if I ain't got to.
No, hell no, shit. I'm gonna hit you with whatever's around.
You know, so you just have to think about that, man. You know, again, we can't train for all eventualities, but we could train to the point to where we have more confidence in our skills, and you know, we can execute as required. But like Armel said, one of the best things to do, if you can walk away, walk away.
I'm running. But just check this out. This is where training kicked in. When I was in my incident where Cat shot me up, you know what I mean? I didn't perceive them as a threat, for real. But where the training kicked in, you know, where the training kicked in was after it was said and done. I knew how to self-implicate shock treatment. I knew how to elevate my legs to prevent myself from going in shock and to help into people were to come into the first aid was become. So if you part of the training, it's not just shooting and defending yourself. It's after the fact or after the incident. How do you handle yourself? Physical wounds or physical trauma. Because if I did, I could have went into shock and would have been dead before the ambulance came. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't find a way, roll over, elevate my legs, put pressure on the wound, you know what I mean? That got me here today. And that incident was in 20 years ago. It was 2003. You know, I'm out here today looking good. You know what I mean?
That was 20 years ago?
That was 2003.
21 years ago.
21 years ago. You know what I mean?
You're older.
And I'm here looking good, shining. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the training kicked in even after everything went south. The training still was there. Elevate your legs, pressure on the wounds. You know what I mean? Triage your wounds. Don't sweat on the arms. Don't sweat on the legs. Sweat on the place where you're going to lose the most blood. You know what I mean? Pressure. That shit. That's training. Yeah. And it wasn't even a thought process. It was something that I knew from doing it over and 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 over again. So it's not just training that's going to defend your life. It's going to be the training that's going to save your life.
Yeah.
And that's just my personal experience.
And that's called muscle memory, right? You know, and that goes back to, and again, one of those things is I can sit down here and watch videos on YouTube about how to shoot, but am I doing it right? So I do need someone to come out and validate or audit my training, because I'm sitting down here, I'm dry firing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If I'm not doing it correctly, I'm building bad habits and bad muscle memory. So then when I go to the range and I actually do shoot a gun, I'm like, hey man, I'm always shooting to the left. Well, that's your grip, you know, or well, did you check your sights on your gun because they came loose, you know? And all those are those building blocks when you start from the basic stuff and don't try and put that carriage in front of the horse, because you're not going to go anywhere.
I'll be telling Smashing That Bass that same thing the other day, because he Arthur Fonzarelli, his thumbs on the slide ass dude, man.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Cass.
Good night, Cass.
Bye, everybody who said hi.
Wow. So there's a lot to consider and everything else. And then, you know, hopefully you can do all this stuff and hopefully you never have to use it. Or if you do have to go and get your fucking kinetic recovery rope and pull someone out of a ditch, you'll have a sweater in your truck or a blanket in your truck because they're going into hypothermia, right? It could be, you know, summertime, you get hypothermia just from the shock, you know? And hopefully that'll be like the extent that anyone has to do anything to, man. But, you know, C&T Designs, I'm too old and fat to run, man.
I'm running, bro. You better start working out PT, man, 3 times a week, bro.
Shit, man. Can't do it.
Shit.
PT 3 times a week, man.
Yeah, them PT days are over with.
Hey, you know what my PT is 3 times a week? PBR and tacos.
Shit, boy.
Yeah,
Look,
PT 3 times a week, man.
ask me to get down and do some push-ups. I'm gonna look at you like you lost your fucking mind.
Yo, Jason said that when he first came on the live, man. I was like,
What?
you fucking crazy, man.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah?
I had to do that work. Asked me how many push-ups I could do, man. I sat back, I rubbed my head, and I thought to a minute, and I was like, it depends. He was like, depends on what? I was like, are they the orange ones or the rainbow ones?
Yeah, I actually, for real, I actually been kind of like working out lately. Yeah. I went on a walk, right? So I got a town store. We got a town store. Like I have to walk from this neighborhood through another neighborhood and then a little bit into town. It's only like about it's about 1.5 miles. You know what I mean?
Cops didn't stop you, man?
Huh? Cops stop me? Nah, I'm the only nigga in town. They'd be violating if they motherfucker got me. They violated, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
You're wrong. You know what I mean? If you don't know in town, you fucked up.
Yeah, hey, but on the serious tip, I
walked to the store, bro. It felt good.
Hey, Joe.
What's up?
Look, this motherfucker got a hoodie made that says "I'll sue" on the back.
Fact.
1-800-SUIT.
Yeah.
But on the serious tip, man. So, and again, that's something that we may or may not take into consideration is your physical endurance and everything else, your physical health, because getting into a gunfight, getting into altercation, running away from something, it puts a lot of stress on you. You don't want to get winded while you're out there and someone's kicking your ass.
I'm hauling ass while running away. What I'm more talking about is evasion.
I understand what you're saying, but even that takes, because remember, it's not like we're sitting down here bullshitting and whatever. It's not like saying, hey, I'm going to go run 2 miles at my own leisure. That adds to the stress, right? So now you have all these inputs coming in at you, and now you're getting stressed, elevated heart rate, all this other stuff. And let's say, God forbid, you tried to evade and you ran 200 yards and you got winded. Now you can't run and you got to fight. Your hands doing like this and shit.
That's where the training come in.
Yeah,
you have to look at evasion points. So your evasion points, you're in a gas station, right? And shit about to go down. You about to evade, right? I ain't telling you to run all the way down the motherfucking highway. I'm telling you to run to a motherfucking solid object like the trash bin.
But Armel,
and call the fucking cops.
Armel, the fact remains, a lot of us, myself included, couldn't fucking run from the cash register at the Quickie Mart to where the gas island is without getting out of fucking breath and fumbling and everything else.
Well, Ray, you need to hit that motherfucking sauna. You know what I mean? Do some yoga, the low impact shit. You know what I mean? Because, you ain't worried about the threat killing you. You worry about you are.
I'm worried. I'm
gonna fuck around, have a heart attack, run into the car.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I ain't worried about the threat. I'm worried about the heart attack shit.
You worried about the motherfucking heart attack. The heart attack, how they said it?
Me out before the threat.
Our own worst enemies.
Shit, man.
We are our own worst enemies, man.
I'm worried about my fucking cardiac condition, high cholesterol, gout, and fucking nearsightedness kicking in and shit. Yeah,
you gotta go see Dr. Sebi or some shit. You need some of those motherfucking. Some of those, what they call them shits, herbal shit.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that hit in the gas station. I'm worried about that high fructose corn syrup kicking my ass.
That shit gonna kill you on the couch, nigga. That shit gonna kill you on the couch, yo.
You're a fool, man. You're a fool.
The worst threat is on the couch, man. The worst threat is you, man.
It's that sedentary lifestyle, man. Because right now, I'm to a point to where I'm not rich, but I can afford to eat out and do this and not do that. And I don't have to do that.
Sit back and not do a damn thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they say, hey, how many push-ups can you do? Depends, man. The orange ones or the rainbow ones, are they frozen? Or they kind of soft? I can do about 10.
I can't do none. I can't do none. But I'm saying that's other than push-ups, man. It's like
look. That shit went completely over his head. Completely over his head. I can't do nothing. Shit, we talking about the push-ups you get from the little the ice cream truck, Armel.
Hey, good evening, Urban Gardening Chronicles.
I get the ones that I just lay on my back, man. I'm lazy ass.
Yeah, whatever. You get the little hugs.
Yeah, I get the hugs, man. I get the important stuff, man.
Armel getting the little Debbie cakes.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
No, he get the fake little Debbie cakes, man. Shit. The little Bobby cakes or some shit.
Yeah, I just take little bits at a time, man. A lot of little bits.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds different the first time I heard it.
I just take a lot of little bits, bro. A lot of little bits.
All right. You said a little bits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing that ass.
A lot of little bits.
Man, that is classic.
Yeah, that's Armel, man. Shit.
Yeah, go ahead, man. But yo, smashing that bass. Come on in here and tell me what you want to see, man. Come on in here, Bass. You be sitting here the whole damn lot. His motherfucking phone not working or something shit. He can't figure out his passwords or some bullshit. Motherfucker, this motherfucker can't come on. Bass, come on in here, man, and holler at me, man. Even though I just talked to your ass a couple of hours ago. But yeah,
hey, how's it going, Urban?
Come on in here and just talk some shit, man. Hug a bug. Yeah, I'm a hug a bug. Yeah. Yeah, call it what you want, man. I'm a hug a bug, man. I've been called worse, you know. But yeah, so yeah, it's all good. I'm a hug a bug, Barbecue. It was yeah, how you doing, Urban Chronicles? I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. I'm just like for real. These yeah. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Take over from me, man. Please.
Yeah, I don't think you know either, man. Shit, you just start rambling off.
Yeah, I'm rambling.
He on that Armel stuff, man. Actually, him rambling. He thinking what that ass whooping he can get.
I'm going in the basement. Y'all don't know, bro. I'm going in the basement a little while.
Oh man,
smashing that bass. Come on here, Bass. What's up, baby?
Ash, what's up?
Look at him, boy. The only white guy know what afro.
He's sticking up on his head. You see the shit DC Money put on his ass up there? Bass here sticking up and shit. Put a hat on, goddammit. But yo, what you want to see from the new channel, man? What you want to see? You got all three of us sitting right here. Now, what you want to see?
Going on over.
What you want to see?
Something was lying or behind or something.
Somebody can't on or something.
I think kind of what we talked about. As far as you all,
I'll let you in.
What?
I'll let you in, Barbecue. Go ahead. What you want to see on the new channel?
Well, pretty much what we talked about as far as you all, I guess, getting a firearm. What?
I don't know. Somebody got back to you.
Let me go and come back in.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody watching something.
Nah.
All right.
I'm in the garage.
Let's that's Armel's old whack ass basement. Some shit. Hell, who knows? You probably got TV going at the same damn time.
Carbon, you here? So, talk your shit, Carbon.
Sorry. Hey, I'm here. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
What's going on?
Good. I'm cleaning up the house, so I can't get on camera right now. But I'm really happy that you guys are having this conversation because it's important. Physical conditioning your body is absolutely important. Siege been on it for a minute, and quite a few other people are getting on it. I think in this day and time, especially if you're running and gunning, just holding up a firearm for a certain amount of period stresses your arms if you're not used to it. And especially if a lot of females are coming into it, they need to have that conditioning. Running from point A to point B, and then being your adrenaline kicks in, you get short of breath very quickly. Just being in fear status, you lose control of all of that until you're able to maintain it. So the more you stress your body just working out, the better you will be in a fight.
Yep.
Or just running away from it. Your equipment fits better. You're able to get to your equipment much better. Just stretching, being able to take your arm and go to the back of your pants to pull, whatever you have back there, however you carry. All of those things are important when you're sitting on the couch and you're just not even stressing your body with stretching or getting it acclimated to moving quickly, grabbing somebody. when you're in that fight, you don't want that pull muscle at that time. You don't want to be like, oh damn, the shoulder. You know.
Well, to speak on what Carbon Q just said about pulling the muscle or sit on the couch, I almost pulled the muscle reaching for the remote. So I decided to put that Roku app on my telephone. Well, no. So I guess we live in such a convenient age and everything else. You know, it's like we forget all that stuff, and you know, it's like. You know, now you gotta go do something. You can't do it, man. You bend over to tie your shoes and you get winded. You know, it's like fuck.
Hell, if you can tie them,
right?
Hey, if you can tie them shits, I mean, come on, man. Sometimes you just
sketch your slip-ons, baby. Gotta get the sketches.
That's what I got.
When you look at the climate that's going on today, let's just look at Texas, right? Just to say if something hypothetically did happen, and you can't run and gun, or you can't run from point A to point B with that backpack on your back, or you might have your kid and you're trying to run from point A to B and you can't handle that. Like, what are we doing here? Like we're putting ourselves in a position where we're not going to make it out of here. Just even if you can't run, walk till you get to a jog, till you get to a run, do your sit-ups, be able to pick up 80 pounds or whatever it is. If you have children, or if you have my dog, I got to pick him up and run with him. If that happens, we have a lot of people coming in and their bodies are stretched because they're making that hike. You know, they're ready for it. They're hungry. They're like, it is what it is. And we're just like, yeah, we have our firearms. Yeah, we have these things. But sometimes it's not a firearm fight. It's an actual physical fight.
Yo, it's like one of those things, right? You in mid-stroke and you get a cramp, bro. That shit bad.
Yeah, that too. Condition yourself for that too. Since you want to talk about it, let's talk about it.
I'm over to say, hey man,
my foot on the floor. This cramp coming in right.
Hey, 3 minutes, man. That's a heavyweight round.
Right.
That's bad, bro. How you in mid-stroke get a cramp, bro? So
3 minutes, man.
You know, I know a lot of people just fronting it's like cardio and all of this shit, right? But there's certain things like that help, especially with blood circulation that's low impact, like stretching and yoga and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just little bits just to start off with. But the training develops discipline. So you start off with stretching, you know what I mean, touching your toes in the morning and a couple of times a day, and you know, raising your arms up or some shit like that. And then you graduate into it, you know, baby steps. You ain't got to just start running around motherfucking 3 miles with the pack on and the body armor and all that shit. Or you just don't start out with a CQB exercise you start out at the flat range doing something minimum, and then you graduate. You know what I mean? Just like the social engineers educated us, we got promoted. You got to promote yourself. Don't let the system do it. So you start off light. You start off doing a little bit of walking, or a little bit of, if you can't really walk very well, do a little bit of stretching. You know what I mean? So some leg raises, you know what I mean? Just start doing something. And then when you at a point, you promote yourself, and then you graduate. You know what I mean?
You know, and here's that in China, they can't graduate high school unless they pass a physical. What is it? A physical exam. That's part of for them to graduate and move on to the next part of life.
Yeah.
Well, but see, then that also goes back to another point, like you guys were talking about equipment and all that. You know, make sure you got, if you're going to try and walk 3 miles or run 3 miles, make sure you got the proper footwear, because you don't want to mess up your feet, you know. And it goes into a lot of that stuff and everything else, you know. A lot of people can't run 3 miles in high-end heels, you know, not unless they work for a pimp named Slickback.
My nigga.
You know. You know, if you're going to carry a bug out bag, make sure you get the proper size bag for your torso, and make sure you know how to load it so you're not overloading it.
Or you know how to purchase the proper bag.
Yeah. You know, make sure they fit you and all the good stuff. Again, it goes back into so many things that we don't think about. So I'll go in, I'll buy a bag, because it's the latest and greatest bag. It's on sale, but it doesn't fit my body type, my body shape. You know, same thing with, yeah, you know, same thing with body armor vest. You know, I'll go and buy a vest and everything else because it's the latest and greatest. It has a cool color, but it doesn't fit me properly, and it's not doing anything that's supposed to do. You know, so just some of those things, some of those caveats, you know.
Yeah, but the first things first, man, take care of yourself, man. Because if you ain't going to take care of yourself, you know what I mean?
You are no good to anyone else.
They're going to take care of you, you know what I mean? If you don't respect yourself, nobody else is going to respect you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So take care of yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And the ops, the threat is going to see that. So they're gonna look at it as food. You pray. You know what I mean? But I know criminals in the social engineering world, right? Criminals don't take easy prey. You know what I mean? They always take easy prey. Right. But if it's a confident person, like that person, nah, that's that nigga you don't want to fuck with. They not going there. You know what I mean? And that exudes in confidence. You know what I mean? It's not so much fear. You exert confidence.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I see you. I see you. All right.
Right.
Well, and Armel, speaking of that, they did a study on that, and they pulled, you know, like 100, 500, 1,000 felons, you know, that committed certain robberies from B&E, strong arm, assaults, and everything else. And they say, hey, what do you look for? You know, I look for the person that if I look at them, they'll put their head down or they act like they're doing something, you know, the weak and the timid, the meek and the timid, you know, I look for, you know, easy targets. And then they continue to study it on. And facts 100% said that if I think that they're going to be a resistance and anything else, I'll move on to the next one because I don't want to get into that confrontation. I want an easy win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those things. I mean,
that's why they're doing criminal shit.
Yeah.
You know, criminals do, bro. They like easy shit. If they didn't like easy shit, they'd get a job and suffer like the rest of us. Because I'm suffering. You know, ain't no shortcuts. I tell my son that shit. Ain't no shortcuts to this shit. You know, chasing rainbows. I tell him, ain't no shortcuts. This shit is hard. You know, there ain't no shortcuts.
That's right. Yep.
You know what I mean? There's easier ways to do it, but ain't no fucking shortcuts.
I'm also said, man, keep to those dreams and waterfalls that you're used to.
Don't go chasing. What's the TLC song called? Don't go.
I'm talking about the West Side Connection.
I know that shit. I ain't missing the West Side. Yeah, but
for a second.
Take care of yourself. I think the key is to take care of everybody. Just take care. Your self-defense, your personal protection starts with taking care. It starts with self-respect.
Yep.
You know, Billy Ray Valentine said it best, man, back in, I think, 85, 86. He was like, experiencing bullshit is all it takes. Come in here and experience some of my bullshit. It's that confidence, man.
Yeah. So just fortify yourself. You know what I mean? Do your little stretches, crack them daggone elbows and them knees, and don't get a cramp in mid-stroke right when it's about to get hit.
Hey, do them push-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know they sell them like in boxes of 4, right?
Yo, I had to stop drinking coffee, man, because I was dehydrating, right? I was like, damn, I'm in mid-stroke, man. I got me like a little young, damn near 50-year-old wife, man. And I was like, yo, I gotta get myself in shape. You know what I mean? I can't be I gotta start walking or something. You know what I mean? Just walk around the block.
I'm going back in the chat.
He think he's young Genuine. Shit, he's Genuine that fell off the stage.
Yeah, I had to start taking walks, man, and it felt good, man. I said, you ain't gonna catch me slipping no more.
Hey Ray, so now we know who gave Smokey Robinson the inspiration for his album Gasms.
Y'all cast funny as fuck, right? Y'all cast funny as fuck. I don't even understand these badges that Urban Garden is saying, man. That shit must be some Canadian shit.
She said put some Tiger Balm on it. That's a liniment for your muscles when they're sore.
Nah.
I late at that point.
Hey, damn that. You be like, yo, time out. You got to get on top.
Yeah, but I had to do that. That wasn't, you know what I mean? That shit, yo, this 50 shit is painful.
Yeah, the older you get, so the more you let it just.
Yeah, that's why the fountain of youth is walking around the block stretching that shit out. So I'm more adamant about that. And refining my tools. So like I said, we got the knives, man. This is my everyday carry. Because I can tell them cats in DC that, this is a work knife, Milwaukee right here. We're going to get back to that, right? But, this is the $20 Gerber survival knife. It got the whistle on it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, $30, man. This shit is a hit. But, we got the...
Who you whistling for?
We got the $100 Gerber knife, you know what I mean? We got the nice Gerber knife, man. This is the made in the USA one. This is the made in Taiwan. It's not China. Taiwan and China, two different countries, in case y'all ain't know that. But they both call it.
You like that one because it got a whistle on it, huh?
Yeah, the whistle.
Yeah, who you whistling for?
All right. Now, it got a lot of stuff on it. It's good. You know what I mean?
Police dog? Who you calling?
Nothing. You know what I mean? We just trying to make the day, but I'm
trying to figure out who you whistling for, though, Armel. Who you gonna whistle for?
Yo, it might be emergency.
You got a knife with a whistle on it. I mean, what's the point in carrying a knife? Just carry a whistle.
I don't know, man. I ain't getting into the survival guide yet, man. I ain't reading instructions.
In case you trapped, like if you trapped someplace where you're unable to move, you could alert somebody that you're there, you're still alive, you're not just dead, laying there like.
I ain't get to that part yet.
If I'm trapped with Armel, I might as well. I might want to die and shit, because that motherfucker probably be arguing with me the whole damn time.
Right. If you give up, man, you already be defeated, bro. I'm gonna leave your ass there.
Give up with your ass.
What you want to do? We gonna ride or what? You say,
Ray, can I get a hug, Ray?
Argue with you. I'm gonna leave you out there.
Hey, man. Armel in that top flight security, man. That's what's it for.
I got booked. I'm like,
that's what it's for. Shit.
I'm day and shit.
Well, fuck. He gonna be like, blow the whistle.
Yeah, you hire Mel to secure your shit. All your shit gone the next day.
Yep, call the insurance company.
Mel ain't watching shit.
But he'll
be acting. He gonna be acting criminal for a hug.
I don't know where they're giving out knife classes. You know what I mean? But get you a knife class. Do it on YouTube and just practice in the house. And where my baton at, man?
Hey, motherfucker said they wasn't stealing none of my shit.
They can have my shit. I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I mean? But where my baton at?
He's looking around for a baton. That shit ain't gonna do you no good, Armel, if you gotta look around for it.
Well, get you a bottle, you know what I mean? Get some bottle training. Yo, when I used to go to the club back in the days, right? I ain't been to a club in years, probably at least 10 years, right? Go to the club and shit. I used to always get a glass bottle just in case a motherfucker trip. You know what I mean? Even if I wasn't drinking that night or something, I always like, give me a beer. You know what I mean? Get a beer so just in case the shit go down, you can always club a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
So one of those things about those green Heineken bottles and everything else, and certain other beer bottles too. If you get it to where about Armel has his beer at in the liquid, if you hold it properly to the side like this, right? If you hit it like that force will crack the bottom of that barrel of that bottle out, and you just jig a motherfucker, man. They done.
Yeah.
Got him.
Always, you out in the clubs hanging out and shit. Always have yourself a beer, even if you were just sipping on it slowly or whatever. but it's a self-defense mechanism. Them little plastic things that they give out sometimes. Those are clubs you don't need to be in. If they can't give you no glass, you really don't. That's another telltale sign. When you go to the bar and you go to the club and they don't give you glass, that's a place you don't need to be.
Yeah, motherfuckers rocking out those red solo cups. Just that's
a place you don't need to be as a grown up. Here's smashing that bass. What up, brother? Hello?
What's up?
Afro, what up?
Does it still sound goofy?
No, you look crazy.
I don't give a shit on home.
Go ahead, talk your shit, Bass.
I'm getting a bunch of repeats, but anyways, I'll go ahead and just talk about it real quick. What I want to see, I mean, you kind of spoke about already. I think the new channel is going to be dope, where you'll get all three perspectives on one channel versus having to go and watch like 10 different channels to get, different perspectives on a firearm. You'll have it all in one place. You can, you can follow you guys or watch you guys, whatever you want to call it, but you get all three perspectives out of one spot.
That's dope. But I just came up with a conclusion.
Yep.
Right? I'm looking for my baton. This is my camera stand, you know what I mean, for my GoPro, right? And you see how it's like a gray black thing, and it's all up against black magazines. Your tools should be like, I think now, you know how mechanics never have like black tools. Their tools are all chrome. So I asked the mechanic one time, why are your tools chrome? He said, just in case I drop it, I can locate it faster than all the dirty shit in the engine. You know what I mean? And that means a lot because I'm looking at this shit and all the black, all the dark colors blended in. So I'm looking for my baton and I couldn't fucking find it. You know what I mean? Because it blended into all the darkness. It camouflaged itself. But anyway, that ain't nothing. It's just something that I noticed. Bass. Joe?
Well, I mean, he was talking, Armel, and then you interrupted him. I mean, you do what you normally do. You always fuck up a conversation.
Hey, Ray, he said it was on my black magazines. I'm thinking Ebony Jet, The Source.
Fuck y'all.
Players.
Please stop talking. What are you talking about? Bass.
He didn't stop talking. You did what Armel always do. When somebody is talking, all of a sudden, here come Armel bullying his way into the fucking conversation and never letting them finish. That's what Armel does.
Bass, what else you going to talk about?
No, I'm just saying because like I go to to get a bunch of different perspectives on a gun. I go to a bunch of different channels, and you'll just be able to come to your channel and see three different perspectives on the same gun, which is dope. I mean, as far as what I want to see, I don't know. I mean, anything gun related, I don't give a shit what it is, but I do think that's definitely going to be a dope part of the channel. Is you get three perspectives in one channel. So I'm imagining you guys are going to, when you do the video, you're going to go ahead, put up one video that has all three perspectives in that video, and I think that's dope.
Yeah, and that's the plan. That's the whole plan.
I think a lot of people are going to come to the channel for that. You know what I mean? Like I said, you get all three perspectives in one video. So I think people will flock to it. I don't know anyone else is doing that.
What Coop say? Bet perps.
He's talking about electricity, man. That Bass put his finger in the 220 or 480 socket. CNT, Coop, most houses in the U.S. is 220, man.
Really?
Yo, Bass, we going on a field trip next week. Me smashing that Bass, Money Mike. You know what I mean? We going on a field trip. Tell them about the field trip, Bass.
It's an outdoor, or not an outdoor, sorry. It's a indoor facility in Pennsylvania. I think it's 40,000 square feet. It's fairly large. I mean, they have. I mean, it's everything outdoors: fishing. They got archery. They have a fairly large gun section for accessories and firearms. They got boats. They got campers and RVs. They got like custom wood, like beds, like made from hand, like real wood. I don't. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's wild.
Where's that at?
I'd have to look it up. It's in PA. I forget what town it's in.
I think it's in Harrisburg or something like that.
Yes, Harrisburg. Yep.
It's in Harrisburg, PA. So basically, in case you didn't hear from his Boost Mobile fucking phone, Cricket Mobile, Cricket Wireless, right? We go to this event. It's concerned all outdoors. So it's like RVs. There's a section with RVs. There's firearms. There's, knives, camping, fishing, everything. You know what I mean? And it's basically like a shot show for everything. A miniature shot show, you know what I mean? And we're going to go out there. Bass went there last year. If you ain't never check out Bass' channel, that's what even made me bring it up. Bass has it on his channel where he went to this event and he seen some dope shit. And I was like, yo, when the next one? So he told me, he said, I'm going to let you know. He sent out the email we paid for. We was like, fuck it, we going to ride up there and, you know what I mean, get some. Because a lot of stuff, firearms I'm new to. And the firearms were actually, with me, a segue into other things that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? It's like camping and fishing and a lot of things like survival, RVs, you know what I mean? Just what I'll call a more of an active lifestyle, because I think the fastest way to die, our fastest threat is inactivity. And it just seems like the system, this is our Mel conspiracy theory, the system is keeping us more and more inside the house, more and more on this screen, you know what I mean? Instead of being outside and living. You know what I mean? We just want to go outside, do some things, do some activities, and live a little bit. You know what I mean? Go just walk or get some fresh air or go fishing, go golfing, do some low impact shit, high impact shit, choose your poison. So, and the more and more, the firearms was just a segue, but the more and more I get into firearms, the more other interests I develop. And I would like to share that with a lot of other people to just not just focus on being a gun nut, but connect with people who have other things like Bass does fishing. He does ATVing, you know what I mean? And I'm getting into that. It's interesting into me now, you know what I mean? And thanks, Bass, for introducing me to a lot of this stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man, because and other people have said it, just like when you jump onto a 2A channel, you'll meet other people with other interests that you might find, interesting and want to go join it. And that's, like you said, I don't know what segue means, but I guess, that's a segue into doing some other shit that you may have never considered or thought about, But that's awesome and shit, man. 4-wheeling ATV and it's fun as fuck, man.
Yeah. And I've never really done that before, but it's on the agenda now. Or even, speaking to Ray about the pull behind the trailers and shit, the campers. I was, it's becoming. It's something I never, 2 years ago, I would have never even thought about. You know what I'm saying? Now it's very interested in me. or even like, knives, or, even the firearms themselves, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm grateful. And this journey over the past 4 years it's been good. And I'm honored, and I'm looking forward to elevating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much breadth to what you can do in the outdoors. Like you said, man, go on a hike, go camping, go RVing, just travel. Travel to different places, drink different beers, and pass out in your RV. It's like shit, man.
Yeah. There you go. Hotline. Who hotline is that?
Ray?
Nah, that ain't mine. I cut that shit off. Yeah, I cut that shit off, man. I mean, hell, shit was driving me fucking crazy.
That motherfucker was like fucking kids.
Yeah, shit, man. Hell, I had to choke them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but we're just gonna bring a different perspective, and I'm glad it's gonna be guns, you know what I mean, and some gear and a whole lot of insight and perspective, because Joe walked in there, motherfucker, he got motherfucking field loadout on his EDC. What is it? 260 rounds, man.
310.
310. He got 310 on his EDC coming out but you know what I mean? Me, I don't even need no extras because I'm out of there. You know what I mean? I'm out. It's different. It's different things. Trains of thought, man. It's different. It's different trains of thought. I don't even know how to take this banner off. But yeah, man.
Yeah, shit, boy. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about my little trip down to Georgia, man. Shit, I had my son-in-law. I mean, he was rolling the whole damn time. I told him how to identify a threat.
Hey, Ray, I got a question for you, man. On your trip, did you bring your truck gun with you?
Shit, hell, I brought the same gun I carry on my motherfucking side. Shit,
man. You gotta get a truck gun, right?
Gun. Nah, shit. Hell, my truck is the gun.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna gun that motherfucker and run your ass. I'm gonna hit that. The motherfucker gonna hit you like a bullet.
How long it take you to get down there? Are you deep in Georgia or just on the?
Nah, man, we was at Fort Gordon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we was at Gordon. Who? That's you, Joe?
Yeah.
That's the hotline shit.
That's the hotline.
That phone.
I turned it off. Look. If they listening right now, they probably gonna start cussing. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to answer the phone. Shit. They know Ray ain't gonna answer shit.
Yeah, my phone be on like hotline and shit. Like I get alerts from whenever the one fucking wind blow. I get alerts on the phone. So it's like motion detected. This is like one of the rental properties. Oh, this is Zadie coming out of her room. But Zadie coming out of her room, we get motion.
See?
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I cut that shit off. I had to cut that shit off, man. Motherfucker was driving me crazy with that shit.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, to drop the link, man. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to drop the link.
How the fuck you gonna be how you gonna have a damn StreamYard and don't know how to drop shit, Armel? Come on, man.
Because I used to have a partner in this shit, right? That used to do a lot of that shit, but I don't know how to do it. I used to have a partner, but she quit on me and shit. You know what I mean?
Old man problems.
And she don't even come in here unless she wants something to drink. You know what I mean?
Nah, unless you wanted something to drink.
Nah, she came in here to get because she want what I got to drink in here. She don't want what's downstairs in the over there in the common area.
That's a damn shame, boy.
Yeah,
I can't drop the damn link.
I need a serious moderator. Somebody, Shanna, Shannon,
Are they mods?
Oh no, man. Armel ain't got no mods for his channel.
I don't know. I argue with everybody. I don't give a fuck. You gonna come in here? What I need a moderator for, man?
To shut your ass up.
Nah, I love the flow, man. I love the flow.
Nah, somebody need to be able to mute your ass.
Yo, that's why I created my own channel so motherfucker can't mute me. I got kicked.
That's why on the other one, hell, I'll be muting the hell out of your ass.
Yo, I got kicked off of everybody community channel, man. Everybody muted me, blocked me, kicked me out, right?
he just took himself off the screen, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking.
I created my own damn channel, so I don't got to go through that struggle. But yo,
so hold on, Armel. So you can share the link to StreamYard. So how are you doing that?
That's just a copy. That's just a select the invite.
Okay, so that's the same thing. You go to the channel and you copy and paste.
Yeah, but that requires
come on.
Yeah.
God damn, Armel. Shit. Now I gotta walk down to the damn basement to do this shit for your ass.
Watch us start freezing and shit. Watch us start freezing and shit. You see?
Watch us fall down these fucking stairs. Hell, is your fault. I ain't turn on no fucking lights. Shit.
Turn the damn light on. Get you some
bill. Pay your bill.
Get you some damn light.
Paid. I ain't worried about that shit. I pay all my shit. Yeah, I even pay the shit I don't want to pay for other people. Fuck.
Hey.
Well, welcome to my world,
man. Hey, if you're looking at your car insurance where that shit got uninsured motorists, thank you.
I'm trying to do this shit, man. Give
Don't
me a
worry
minute.
about it, Armel. I do this shit. Hell. Fuck around with your slow ass.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm learning on the fucking go.
Fuck it. Ain't no need to figure it out.
Oh man, I'm gonna start calling you two Ray and Claude, man. I'm gonna start calling you two Ray and Claude.
Jesus Christ, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm trying to figure this shit out here. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hold up. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Give me a minute, man.
Fuck it, Miss Daisy. It's already there. I just put it in there. Shit. Slow ass.
Yo, I'm not like the technical person, man. I lost technology in motherfucking in 2012. How long ago was that? How long ago was 2012?
Since 2012.
Yeah, not long ago, Armel.
That shit was fucking 10 years ago. I was lost in the sauce, man. Yo, when Snapchat came out, I was done.
Shit, I don't even know what the fuck Snapchat is. Shit. My kid's like, Dad, you on Snapchat?
Done. Snapchat came out, it was over for me.
I ain't figured out TikTok yet. I don't know what the fuck you do on TikTok.
My mother and them watch TikTok all the time, so that's where the old people at. My mother and them and my aunts and them, they always want to talk about some TikTok shit.
And see, look, that's that conditioning. Because now my ass came up them walked down them stairs, came back up them stairs, and my ass is out of fucking breath. Shit. Fucking Armel.
Hey, man. Hey, go do a push-up.
I'm gonna do a push-up, all right. Shit.
Chris Stevens in the house. What's up, man?
Grand Turkey. God damn it, man.
Look, see? That's why
I guess they need a hug, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck they need.
Hire a moderator, man. We gotta find us a moderator. Any volunteers? to make it public for the new channel? Where you put it at? I don't see you put it in there, Ray.
Huh? Look.
What the hell is that? Your blood fucking
nah, man. He got an O2, he got an SpO2 monitor, man. Gotta make sure his oxygen levels is good.
I got to see
my man heart rate from Canada. Look, my man J.E. Hunter. My man J.E. Hunter all the way from Canada, man.
Hey, Armel, he walked down the steps and that motherfucker got hypoxia, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to give a shout out to people in the audience. Chris Stevens just came in. My man J.E. Hunter Plus came all the way from Canada to come mess with me. Yo, you gotta come down here, man. He got some dope ass videos and some dope ass guns up in Canada. You know what I mean? And I know that
he can give shout outs to everybody else, but he can't even drop our damn link. That's a fucking shame.
Ray, text it to me so I can put it in.
Nah, I don't have time to do that. I just ran down.
I thought you put it in there.
I did put it in there.
I'm looking for
it. Armel. It's up there. Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Where's that?
Damn. Scroll up.
Yo.
That's what. Hey, see what Joe just did. That's what we need to do. Armel. Let his ass out.
Let him out.
The problem is you did it the same time that I was looking for it, and now I'm lost.
Man, you ain't lost. You sitting down in your house.
Yeah, but I'm lost on this damn screen.
Nah, he lost.
And plus, y'all know I can't see. I ain't got my proper glasses. Yo, this 50 shit is painful.
Yeah, because shit, you see my ass sitting here looking at the damn screen like Fred Sanford. I got to look like this, and they got to tilt my head to look.
I got the wrong glasses. I got the wrong glasses. These are shooting glasses. I got the wrong glasses in here, and these contacts ain't working. Chris Stevens said it's normal for me. Now, let me look up for Ray Fisher. Drop it in there now.
I can't, Armel.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. I mean, I got to run back down to the basement. Shit, I might not make it back up.
Damn, you out of shape like a motherfucker. But we've been on this bitch for 2 hours and 52 minutes, man. And we're going to come back on tomorrow. And it's going to be the same topic, man. We just want to see how everybody chime in on a new channel. Chris Stevens, come back in here and tell me what you think you want to see on a new channel, man. I ain't seen you in a long time. So I'm going to just drop a link. I seriously don't know how to do it.
Hey, look, Joe Va, that was a run. Whatever you call it, what you want. That was a run. In the dark, too.
Come check Trinity Guns and Gear. You know what I mean? On our new YouTube channel. And it's the three of us. And we're going to do some real dope stuff, man. I just want to get some input from it. I just did what? Urban.
No, he just dropped the StreamYard link.
That's
all you know how to do. He don't
want to drop the link for the new channel. But I don't got no moderators and stuff. Anybody who think you want to moderate, we're going to be talking about guns. We're going to be talking about real life. We're going to be talking about real prepping. Because a lot of the stuff I be hearing don't be, you know what I mean? It's some strange stuff, you know. I think onto it.
Sorry for interrupting you. Hey, so here's a challenge right now we're gonna put out for our first live. We have a push-up challenge. We're gonna see who can do the most push-up. Right now, the record is 8. So if you can do more than 8 push-ups, they can be cherry, strawberry.
Who did 8? Oh, okay.
Huh? It gotta
go by age, man. It gotta go by age, man.
Nah, we're not. Nah, we're not doing it by age. It can be any flavor you want. They can be frozen. They can be like partially melted. And whoever the winner is, they'll get a prize.
Oh shit! Hell, I beat all your asses in that.
You might get the ultimate survival life that you could blow the whistle to. Well, he just dropped off. You might get the ultimate survivor knife that you could blow the whistle to. I don't even know how to take this shit off. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, I don't even know how to take this shit off.
Take what off?
Exit full
What the hell are
screen.
you trying to do?
Man, I'm doing too much things, man. You got me messing with this technology shit, and Cass not here to bail me out.
So Armel, you're trying to end the live. So did you tell everybody you getting ready to end the live, or you just going?
No, I wasn't ending the live.
Hang up on it. Oh, I mean, that's what it seemed like you're trying to do.
All night, but I might get banned from YouTube if I do.
Shit.
I'll stay out here all night. But I'm trying to get okay. That's what Shanna dropped it. So I'm that's the new channel. I'm gonna copy this, right? I think they gotta drop the YouTube link.
Yeah, Armel, you go to the channel and then drop it.
That's what I'm trying to do, Ray, but it's not, you know what I mean? I got a 1905 computer.
Yeah, that's why your ass ain't gonna have control of StreamYard shit. You fucked up everything.
Yeah, man. I'm
the oldest one out of all you motherfuckers.
I'm used to working with logistical support. I hire out, bro. I don't do everything myself. I hire people. I hire out. You know what I mean? So
all right.
I hire people, man. If I can't do it myself, I hire people to do it. But the
okay, you got a shaker too, huh? You got a shaker?
That person that I hired happened to quit on me like every other day. I'll be having her in the mood. I'll be having her out here working, you know what I mean? She be ready to go, and then she quit when it's time for showtime, man.
Hey, Armel, man, you're probably gonna have a lawsuit against you, man, for treating your employees too bad. Hey, Ray, tell Chris what the push-ups challenge is, because he said 8's a disgrace. I think 8's a pretty decent number, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you could do 8 push-ups, I mean, that's pretty damn good. I mean, I think I probably can do 10.
I don't know, man. I think anything after 8 start to get a little bit of brain freeze, you know?
Well, I mean, now you got to pull them straight out the freezer, though. I mean, because if they're sitting on the counter, they're gonna melt. So
yeah, those don't count.
Yeah,
shit, man,
Nah, or Mel might have his all outside on the sidewalk or some shit. Who knows? Yeah, see, while we doing the push-up channel, he gonna be doing the lick-up channel challenge.
Oh, and you can't have them once they refreeze, man, because they taste like shit. Oh man, Urban Garden said it was an ID10 era.
Hell yeah!
ID10T era.
No shit, that's man. That 401 page not found.
Oh shit!
Look at him. So where the hell he went? He dropped out of his own fucking live.
I think he did. Yeah, but anyway, I'm excited. A lot of stuff on the horizon. We'll see.
Yeah. And y'all see how we bringing this shit. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit of comedy up in here, fucking around with our male crazy ass. But like I said, we're gonna try and bring, what we see is missing from a lot of YouTube and stuff like that, just the straight up reviews and shit like that, and just reviews, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. So yeah, I think this motherfucker booted himself. Ain't that some shit? And he probably trying to figure out how to get back into his own life.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Stevenson, can you see that? Those are the push-ups, man.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that because
Armel had to join the chat. Hey, the winner is going to get one of those T-shirts.
Let's see. See, I can't put it in there because my phone is not going to let me in. And all our mail has to do is copy and paste. That's it.
Hey, someone call up a cash, man, and have to pay that fee to bring it back in.
All she'll probably do is quit again because hell, I could see our mail probably hell to work with. He gonna argue and tell you how to do the job, and he can't even do it.
All right, I just dropped it. I don't know if it's going to come through as a hyperlink, but it's in there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No, it didn't. Shit, it didn't go through.
No.
Wow, that was weird. Let me try this again. There it is. I just dropped it.
Yeah, but it's not a hyperlink. So.
Yeah, it's not a hyperlink. So I guess you have
and
to
that's
be
what
a
I'm
mod.
saying. See, if our mail comes back, then he can take and copy and paste it.
Yeah. I don't think our mail's coming back, man. I think
man. What are you talking about? I'm right here. I never left. I was just learning StreamYard, a crash course.
He called it CAS.
So
it was a CAS course. It wasn't a crash course.
Nah, CAS ain't even here, bro.
So is that what everybody has to look forward to, Armel? You sitting there, going dark on the screen, learning a crash course and all that bullshit.
Nah, man. That's what I got technical people for. I gotta hire somebody.
Holy shit.
Nah, man. That's what
Look, then he got a damn echo and everything else going on. God damn.
Nah, because I was on the phone trying to figure out how to do certain things. So
look in the private chat. Armel, look in the private chat and it's right there. Copy and paste.
I gotta figure out how the fuck to get to the private chat.
Oh shit. That shit don't make any damn sense.
Hey guys, next week we'll have
Nah.
Next
I'm
week,
good, man. I'm
nothing to worry about. Armel's not gonna have control of shit.
Word up. I'm in a private chat. I don't see nothing in the private chat.
You probably ain't even look at the private chat, Armel.
I'm looking at it now.
It's right there. I'm looking at it too, and I can see it. 10:59 it was put in.
10:59. Carbon, you did.
Yeah, she put that in. You just got to copy and paste.
I don't see it.
Well, I don't know. Shit, fuck it.
I'm in the private chat. I don't see it. Y'all got more control of this shit than me.
Nah.
Nope, that ain't it. No. Okay, I'll do it from here.
It was just put in again, 11:05.
Okay, that's it. That's right there. So I need to copy that.
Copy it and paste it.
Now go to the comments.
And paste.
I'm in the private chat now.
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, I got it now. God damn.
Yeah, we'll see if that shit drops.
Damn, I'm good. You know what I mean? There it goes. Because the way I was doing it wasn't working, man. I was watching a whole YouTube video about how to do this shit.
So, Armel, where'd you put? Did you put it in StreamYard?
Yeah, I put it in StreamYard. I put it in StreamYard right here. You see it's put 11:05. It's pressed there. You see it now? Yo, I'm not a technical dude, bro. Yeah, so y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna talk about everything. And I'm gonna argue about everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, for real. In a synopsis, this channel is gonna be like the Boondocks.
Yeah, shit.
This channel gonna be like the Boondocks. You see this shit? Yo.
Look, Armel is Raleigh. He's Raleigh. Joe Vi is Huey, and I'm Granddad.
You Pops.
Yeah, I'm Pops.
He Granddad. Yep. Yo, that's what this channel is gonna be like. The fucking Boondocks. And we gonna go off, man. Damn, man. Joe, you advanced a lot in a week, man. You've been on your grind.
Hey, man, I'm trying.
I still got floppy disks. That's where all my porn videos from overseas was. Floppy disks.
The good old floppies in more ways than one.
He playing Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, all my porn shit is on floppy disks. You know what I mean? From back in the
all
day,
pixelated.
But yeah, I'm gonna do that again, man. Yeah, just check the channel since I got this shit now. Boom, yeah, it goes. I'm gonna put it in the notes now. Notes. I'm putting it in the notes now, so I can just pull it up every time and just copy and paste it.
Urban said, "Not your private DMs, the private chat."
Well, you hit me in my DMs. You know me. It's Armel771. You know what I mean?
Oh man, this is good.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm getting ready to jump out of here, man. Hell,
we've been here like 3 hours and 7 minutes. But I'm just copying. Yeah. Yo, let me get my technical difficulties ironed out, man. But yo, you enjoy your evening, Ray.
Everybody have a good one. Give our regard to the missus and
and the family.
Yep. Yeah, shit. Y'all take it easy, fellas. I don't know if Skilly's going live tomorrow. If he does, I'm gonna have to jump on there and fuck with him.
Yeah. I got it, y'all. Y'all fucking with me, yo. It take me a little while to learn, but when I learn, I get it.
You gonna forget that shit tomorrow.
Now, I don't forget. Once I got the shit, I got it. And I put up measures to make sure I don't forget. You know what I mean? Once I got it, man. You know what I mean? Just like they told me one time, man. You know, you don't know what you're doing. I was like, how am I supposed to do it?
We'll see how that shit work, Armel.
I'm figuring this shit out, man. I'm not fast. But when I got it, I got it. You know, when I learned something, I learned it. I got it forever, bro. Yeah. But yo, Cass ain't even coming in here. I was calling her. That's why I had to drop off for a little while. She ain't having it. She ain't having it. She is not having it. But yo, y'all, good night, man. Good night, Ray. I'm gonna drop you off.
All right. Hey, Chad, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out with us. And looking forward to next week.
Yeah, next week we coming on. And I'm gonna still be here too. So thanks everybody for coming, man. I love y'all all, man. And remember me, I'm that guy who loved them hugs. I love the attention, man. But good night, man. And thanks for coming on. I think the boys is on. Good night. Good night. End stream. Boom.